Already.
Oh. Hey, how's it going? Welcome over to the One Shot West Coast Season 1, Episode 1. I am Tabby, and with me today is the legend, Jatsu. Jatsu, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right. For those of you who don't know me, I'm sure you have all heard Tabby doing an absolute amazing job on commentary across multiple games. But for those of you who don't know me, it's your boy Jatsu, your favorite voice actor, VTuber enjoyer, and host of commentary friendlies over at Strive Showdown. But enough of that. We have 8 amazing players pulling up for Guilty Gear Strive One Shot West Coast #1, and I am super excited to see it. Tabby, who do we have first up on the stand?
Yeah, so our first stream match of the day is going to be Element versus Ja. So this is going to be a Bike and Jacko matchup from the get-go, which is like obviously Jacko is like a less popular character in the grander scale of Strive right now. Just because I think to get her game plan going to the fullest extent, you need a pretty like a high, not like a super high execution barrier, but you have to put in the time, you have to put in the work, you have to figure out actually how to be able to generate her game plan, and so. She's not that popular around. Biking, on the other hand, you see her left and right in every kind of bracket. A lot of players picking this character up just due to a lot of her inherent strengths sort of within the grander Strive metagame. So it's going to be interesting to see if Element is able to actually handle what Jaw Drop is able to bring to the table, or if Jaw Drop's going to be able to just take it over and steamroll, get all the minions out, get the full party started.
Yeah, let's see it. I feel like we've been seeing some pretty interesting takes on Jacko more recently as the patches kind of like rounded out. People have gotten used to a lot of the changes from a month or two back. I even saw, I want to say, Hotashi putting Jacko in that S tier, so I don't know. Let's see if Ja is going to be able to fulfill that ranking on the tier list, or if Element is going to bring the bike and going here into game #1.
As we get through, hoping the Strive servers are blessing us today, and we're getting into the thick of it. Green on both sides as well, keeping the color nice. Round story goes on from Element. I think just trying to check out a lot of the early like aggro that Jaw Drops can bring to the table, but Jaw finds a really good early hit. Now minion party has started.
Yep, able to set up those couple of minions, but Ja, losing it, not really a lot of minion meter. Okay, finally able to get them back out onto the screen. Element still has burst available.
Yeah, finds a nice hit into the IAD to Tommy's set, and he gets a nice throw, so now going to be able to hold all these rope routes right here. And should be able to get another. I like that. You saw earlier going for the Ozansa, now just immediately rechecking it once again. Like, hey, you got to watch these double overhead sets. Got to be constantly forcing you to guess so you get blown up for it.
Exactly. Element not afraid to let it rock, meter or otherwise, but we just saw that, that Jacko 2K going straight under the bike and far slash. That's probably going to be something pretty big for this matchup, right? Both really good buttons on both of these characters, but the BRC to keep the Escobar routes going with a burst bait as well.
Yeah, it doesn't get the full punish on it due to the distance, but the charge dust didn't kill right there, so Jaw Drop still has a chance to live, still has a chance to be safe, but it's not going to matter when you catch the back fist. Element taking game 1.
Yep, a little jump P on the way back up, biking. Of course, has the jump S, the jump H, the moves that you're so scared of on the way back down. But the air-to-airs, especially those rising JPs and the JKs, something you also got to watch out for as well. But, you only had that pixel health situation. You had to put it all out on the table. But we are heading into game 2. And a quick reminder for everyone over there in the chat, over here at the One Shot Exhibition Series, we are not doing first to 3, but all of these matches on and off stream are going to be first to 5, so we have a long set ahead of us. Let's see, going into the game 2, again, that Yozansen you were talking about round start.
Yeah, it's something that Element, I think, really is like wanting to use in a lot of this, recognizing that Jaw Drop just wants to be able to down back, just wants to be able to hold a lot of the pressure. But instead, they're just getting hit by it and opened up again and again, and already in the wall break situation with an early counter hit, tries to burst bait, but it's not going to matter. Closing that one out with a perfect.
Yep, with the perfect. Just waiting out, just seeing, okay, are you going to hero burst here? Are you panicked? Or are you going to hold on to that resource? All right, pulling up into the second round here. Burst is still available, but you're stuck in the corner, forced to use it, but still fighting your way back out slowly but surely with the minions.
Trying to use these far slashes and 5Hs to clear out these minions as they're coming through. But Jaw Drop doing a really good time now adjusting all the minion time. He's trying to blow Element up for these presses, but a good throw tech into the immediate IAD towards each other. But Element is the one who gets the hit.
They were on the same brain cell there, just going for the IADs, but finally sticking to the ground to try and catch out that IAD back. Jaw trying to take the spacing here, but stuck in the mid-screen.
Yeah, and Element finds a great opportunity to run under, and even with a home call, not able to actually get the full pickup that they're looking for. So now, Element sitting back in the zone, and you have to be very careful with this flow of health, but the gunshot from downtown blows all the minions up. gives him another chance at life.
Yep, blows him up. I was scared it was going to catch one of the attack commands, but oh, the JH just going to catch you straight out of the sky. Tied up on the rounds here, but Ja still down a burst for a little bit.
And early 2D right there, just getting these minion sets now, having to force Element to hold all this pressure. Got their warm-ups in and tried to clash through, but the spin kick's not allowing it. 2D force burst.
Yep, that second hit of the 5H really going to come through here. Attack command is going to give you so much minion pressure in the corner here. The parry's not going to save you from the command, but the back throw is.
Yeah, finding that small gap right there to be able to create a throw. And now forcing a throw situation over on Ja's end. YRC gets him out and lets Element start their turn back with a nice counter.
Yep, converting up the counter with the far slash, bringing you to the corner, but you're going to be able to escape and use the burst to keep it as well, but we are just going, crossing under every single time. But the minions are out on the screen. Not anymore, though.
Yeah, but yeah, Jawdrop is just finding these slight opportunities to allow Element to get these 2D mashes and these quick little hits to blow up these minions and allow them to start the pressure, which is the big thing to get it going. But now the rope keeping them connected. Trade's still going in the Jawdrop's favor.
Oh, this is so scary. We saw the 2K go under the Yozansen, but the grab once again gonna reverse that corner situation. Element up 2-0 right now.
Yeah, and this is a great start if you're looking at someone like Element, right? Like, you're already in a matchup that is traditionally, I think, on paper, going to be slightly Jacko favored, just with a lot of her pressure. If she's able to just, you know, run her game plan, it's over. You have to just hold everything that's coming through. But Element's already now up 2-0. They've already got a lot of information coming through them. They can really take this and snowball forward, and it's going to be up to Jawdrop to create some, like, big new adaptation to, I think, change the pace of the game right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're seeing Jawdrop kind of try out some different moves in the neutral, seeing the application of that low-profile 2K, you know, to go under the Yozansen and that far slash, but Element adapting even quicker and just making his way in off every interaction.
And just fighting interaction after interaction right there, getting the JD loops to force another wall break. But these 2Ds at these post wall break situations have been so on point.
Yeah, just sending it, and, you know, it's going to get you quite a bit of corner carry. And look, all the goons out on the screen, but immediately getting cleared out by the YRC. You hate to see it a little too early on the grab. Those YRC. Oh, Sansen just, you know, barely whipping on that 2S.
Now Gunshot comes through and is able to click the recovery of the kick. Element now trying to keep this momentum going forward with another Yozansen round start and a 2 hit right there working great.
And we're just seeing Element constantly taking the space off of the round start, but Ja able to reverse the situation with that side swap, but so back and forth, getting baited out on the parry with the minion pull as well. It's looking really good for Ja.
Yeah, but the JH hit finally finds an opportunity to connect right there. So getting another safe jump set, tries to go for the overhead, but not able to get a big continuation after it. So Jawdrop just have to hold all this pressure.
Oh, the air dash back still going to keep you in range with that tether, though.
Going once again, finds the gap to counter hit right there. And Element now up 3-0.
Yep, just needs 2 more games. Once again, a reminder, if anybody is just joining us, we are going to first to 5, so we still have at least 2 more games left in the set. But we're gradually seeing Ja, you know, try out a few different options here, you know, mashing on the Kabari to see if Element's going to be a little bit greedy and get the reset off of the first hit. But I don't know. Let's see if we're able to shake up the momentum here. Seeing them step away from the stand for a little bit says, okay, Element definitely has momentum here. Let me just clear my mind, take a few deep breaths, and hopefully going into the game 4, we can get something going.
Yeah, and I think I think a very underestimated thing in this whole bracket is actually nerfs. Because another big thing with this one-shot invitational series that we're doing is that the winner of this bracket will move on to the next week, but everyone else is not allowed back in. So if you're out, that means you're out for good. At the very end of this, there's only going to be one person left standing, and I think everyone in here wants to be that person. So it's going to really come down to the people who can make that happen. But right now, Element is the one pressing forward and turning that victory into their history. Yozansen RC gets a wall break.
Look at that, already left with 5% HP, barely even a pixel left, and Ja fighting on the back foot here, but you got the minion right behind you. Said, all right, if we're going for the robbery, I'm in. I'm the accomplice. 50% meter and another 50 in the bank. What happened?
Yep. No, that's what happens when you let Jack get one small interaction. They find that one hit, and they're going to capitalize off it fully. Now going to be able to run in with the minion pressure as well, but Element goes for the reversal super in the gap and finds the hit.
you have the extra 50 to RC it just on the off chance, you know, it got blocked anyway. So gamble absolutely in your favor, but the 6-speed gonna stop that JH.
And now this is exactly where Jack wants to 3 minion set 2 now, and just constantly pressuring them, fighting these hits as they're trying to escape and getting tossed back down once again. This is a dangerous situation. Element has to be very careful and find a way out. A good throw tech, but you're getting hit for it.
Yep, scooped out of the sky. Another 2K2D to keep you in the corner. Element, not a lot of help here, but able to reverse the situation. All right, get your Tatami safe jump, blocks the high, and YRC, get your turn back.
Wasn't able to block the YRC at the very end, but did backdash out of the throw, but that gave Jaw Drop the space to be able to send all these minions and quickly clip Element down at the very end.
Oh, the round start 5H, absolutely bold, just catching that. It looked like a dash out button from Element, but Jaw, great positioning here, able to get the minion on the screen as well. And 50, if you want a command grab, or if you want to go for that attack command buff as well.
Yeah, both are really good options. It'll just really be depending on what happens, but the RC mix-up is what Jaw Drop ends up going for to be able to strike throw to oblivion. Jaw Drop taking that one, bringing them back, putting a point on the board.
Yep, 1-3 right now. You still have a couple more games to put on the board if you want to tie it up with Element. But, you know, I think they actually had the opportunity to kill with the throw RC there. But just going in for another empty jump throw, sometimes, you know, you're not optimizing for the damage. You want Element to know that you're in his head and you are able to take this momentum back, you know. Sometimes you're optimizing for the mental damage more so than the actual in-game. But game 5 here.
Yep. Definitely always a good check, and you see Element. I wanted to play a lot more cautious, just doing a button press to catch any kind of dash up attempt that was coming through Jaw Drop, and Jaw Drop still gets their turn back, but will get mashed out of it, and will just immediately take it back with their own match.
Yeah, maybe one too many 5Ps to be able to connect into the 6K, so not going to get a hard knockdown here. And Element not feeling too great about it right now. You're stuck in the corner. Even the side swap with the back throw is going to put you right back in. Jaw is looking so strong right now.
Yeah, I think they definitely found that wave. They definitely found that flow that I think is going to really take them forward through a lot of this. So now, as we were talking before, it was on Jaw Drop, but now it's on Element to really figure out what's the big thing they can do to change it. And I think that's what they're going to be looking for. But Jaw Drop already finding a good hit and finding a really early burst.
Yep, Element trying to frame trap with that second hit Kabari, but look, off of one 2K2D knockdown, now you're getting super wall broken in the corner. Not a lot of minion gauge to be able to back it up, but let's see what Jaw can do. Off of the hard knockdown, backdash BRC!
Yeah, going for the mix in the post wall break situation, and it's working out for Element, finding these good hits, finding these consistent safe jump sets, keeping it very careful, but the JH connects with a counter hit at the very end, and that's Jaw Drop, bringing it up another point.
Yep, a quick second game looking to tie it up with Element. We saw, you know, the jump forward JH maybe trying to catch out a jump out attempt because Jaw Drop was doing a lot of these super jump IIDs out of the corner to escape, but the patience to, you know, just neutral jump, wait for that whiffed button, be able to take it back. I don't know, it might be looking like a 3-3 situation, but Element, can you take the momentum back?
Yeah, and you know, I'm not like, I'm just trying to go through the motions. Like, if I'm Element, what am I trying to do in this situation? Where am I trying to change? There hasn't been really any big obvious flaws that Element is making in any given scenario. It's just pressing at these misopportune times and really just trying to get through the Jacko pressure. So it's gonna be a real big battle right now. But they found that first good counter hit, forcing a burst from Jaw Drop, and Gun comes out once again to get a good knockdown.
Ooh, catches out the minion attack command as well. The 2D is actually going to bring you out of the corner. So Element going for the side swap there, but going to get first hit in with the RC. Jaw is just one step ahead.
Yeah, the good clash, though. Going to be able to cancel out of it and just keep this looping. Yozanson RC taking that one at the very end.
Yeah, I like the idea from Jaw to pull out the multi-hit 5H, but unfortunately, I think the clash was just a little bit too far, not quite going to reach Element's hurt box there. It's going to be a round down, but Element's not going to have a burst for quite a while.
Yeah, but, you know, as we've been seeing, they haven't been getting a lot of big opportunities to use it versus Jacko. You know, she can make a lot of her runs safe. So I think Element's been doing a really good job of fighting those bursts at the exact points where they need them and fighting this pressure exactly where they need it as well, keeping it going. BRC mix gets blocked by the YRC gets blocked right there.
Yep. Oh no. You almost had the counter hit combo, but that 6H not gonna combo there, but it's okay. Scooped out of the sky with the air throw. Element 4-2 right now, just stopping the momentum. Another quick game down, and you just need one more to move on to, I want to say it's winners semis after this, right? We only have 8 competitors, so it's basically like a top 8, but everybody starts off in the winner's side.
Yeah, so it moves. You get moved right over to the winner semis. The loser side of things, you basically get an extra round that you have to play through the loser bracket to fully make it through. But it's definitely anything is possible here. Through the one-shot bracket, we'll have to see. Now, early just checking with those buttons, not wanting Dodge to do any kind of aggressive press, but that gives him a chance to back off and now get a good hit and force first.
Yep, and Ja playing a little bit more back here, right? We're seeing a lot of the IID backs, just trying to get a minion on the screen, force out the burst, but still, for the first 15 seconds, you have been trying to fight out of this corner, so can you block Element, or are they going to get that Escobar started? No, confirmed!
Oh, and gets a backdash off it, but I don't know what the grapple for command. No, I wasn't sure if that super was going to hit right there, because that tether is always so weird, but Element knew, and Element knows how to get those optimal routes as well.
Absolutely knowledgeable about the Mario Party mechanic and gonna set it up once again. PRC, no, maybe trying to keep it burst safe or something, but unfortunately gonna drop with the 6H.
And now having to spend a lot of that positive bonus just using it on FT to try not to get, chipped out to oblivion here. But the pressure will come through. YRC gets tossed afterwards as well.
Pulling up for the dash, grab in the pressure, and now we are at set point for Element.
And you can see Jaw being a little bit more cautious, being a little bit more safe, just willing to block, willing to keep their pressure a little more reserved, because they don't want to lose it all the way just now, but the JH connecting from downtown. Element getting these consistent hits into these mix-up situations, working out so great.
Yep, scoops out of the sky. We're seeing a lot of that dash cancel BRC to be able to get you not only 2 mixes in a row if they block it, but also if that first one hits, you get that full combo. But now Element's feeling the other side of the HP damage. Has burst available, but gotta be looking for the bait here.
Yeah, and found the opportunity to get the reversal super to connect at the very end. And that's gonna be Element taking our first match of the day.
Yep, that's the one. 5-2, moving on to winners semis over Jaw Drop, but of course, it is still a double Elam bracket. It's one shot, but you get 2 chances, but still, like you said, Tabby, now you have to play an extra round, and of course, the other 7 people, in this bracket are also killers after having been invited to the one-shot series, so you are not too happy about having to play many more games, but hopefully we'll see Ja later up on the stream, and let's go check on who we got up next in the stream queue.
Yeah, so it looks like our next match for the stream queue is going to be BlueSkyGuy versus Sun Ace Keen.
Alrighty, let's see it. We're just waiting for them to get on to the stand. I don't know if they're in the room already. But while we are waiting, we'll do a quick shout out for some of our Matcherino donators. Big shout out if you guys want to donate to the pool. We do not have any coupons to claim, but big shout out to Symbolist for putting in the big 25, Chainsaw May for the $25 as well, and Maggie DeFranco right before we hit live on the stream with the big $50. So if you guys don't have any extra money, it is okay. Do not feel obligated to toss any money into the Matcherino. But hey, if you're here watching along with week number 1 of West Coast One Shot, that's all we can ask for you, and we are so happy that you guys are here for week number 1.
Yeah, definitely. We're already seeing some exciting and crazy matches just on week 1, and the future of just this event, but all the events in the future going on with this is going to be fantastic. And I cannot wait. Just like our players cannot wait to get started right now. We got BlueSkyGuy versus Sun Ace Team, Anji versus Nagoriyuki.
Yep, let's see it. The silly, funny fan man versus the chilled out samurai. Let's see it.
And this is, a little bit more of a traditional match. Like, it's not going to be as crazy as you see a lot of the Jack pressure we saw before. This is some good old-fashioned, honest footsies, but it's really, I think, going to be the neutral is where you're going to see a lot of the decisions for this match being made, right? Because Anji really needs to get in, they need to be playing at that close range. To fully start their game plan going, you're going to see Sun Ace Team trying to be really defensive in a lot of their presses. They're already a slightly more defensive player as well compared to all the Nagos across the United States. So it's going to be interesting for how they want to play, but an early hit forces a burst for BlueSkyGuy at the round start, and now going to be able to try to keep the pressure going, but a 2S connects to get the party started.
Yep, the far slash record going to get you a little bit of that blood, but this is scary, right? Even though you have... Okay, never mind. Just kidding. Gonna be able to close out the round. I was gonna say, it's still a little scary for Sun here, because of course that defense modifier as you get more blood in the tank is scary if you're able to get that back throw situation, but still able to get another big opening, that counter hit DP.
Yeah, you know, they're not allowing BlueSkyGuy to get really anything started off here, just constantly trying to pressure them with every single tool in the kit from the get-go. But ending with the clone right there, so that blood gauge is going to be building up ever so slightly, but the blood-sucking universe comes through, and the burst is baited as well. Sun Ace Keen taking game number 1.
And a quick speedrun game number 1 at that. You know, you're at the pixel health situation, stuck in the skies. You have the burst available, and you're like, all right, well, I gotta use it or I die with it. And unfortunately, Sun was just waiting for you to make your way back down. But heading back into the game 2, let's see if BlueSkyGuy is going to be able to, you know, figure out how to navigate the neutral. Like you're saying, it's so explosive. As soon as you lose that first interaction, both Anji and Nago are going to be able to cash out with these big conversions. So little 2S to try and stop that approach.
Yeah, I like that that option right there to stay a little more aggressive, but Sunny Scheme already has the call out on the Ko attempt right there to immediately just air throw them, so now they're able to keep getting this party started, but that blood gauge is building so high, so they have to be careful. Slash series keep them safe.
Yep, able to recover a little bit of the blood in the tank as well. Another one gonna be cashing out. No, but the 2S whiff into the command grab. We're gonna call that a setup. Another quick round for Sunday Scheme.
Yeah, and I think that, like, you're seeing Sunny Scheme do a lot of these early presses, but BlueSkyGuy finds an opportunity to get the spin to work and another great counter hit. This is the momentum shift that they are looking for here. Getting the loops into a wall break. No, just butterfly set, trying to keep him down, toss him once again.
Yeah, a little throw setup, trying to keep the corner, right? Because you've been fighting so hard to get this neutral interaction. You don't want to give it up, but unfortunately, no positive bonus for all your troubles.
Yeah, no positive bonus, and they keep backdashing out of that pressure and getting blown up by that far slash series and by these throws. So now they're having to hold this PRC to bait the goal burst, but the parry still comes through. BlueSkyGuy taking that one.
Are we watching Guilty Gear Strive? Are we watching Type Lumina? Because that felt like the Shield RPS, just like 5 follow-ups, one after another. BlueSkyGuy is just one layer ahead. Finally able to get around on the board here. Sunny's King about to get the burst back up.
Yeah, BlueSkyGuy already doing a good check on that Fukio forward, but Sunny's Scheme got the blood-sucking universe, so now that blood gauge is building down. You have to hold all this pressure and all of these command grabs coming through. Once again, PRC to toss him out after the backdash attempt to jump out. Gives him the counter hit.
Yep, finally able to escape the corner. A little 6P gets you that knockdown, but still, you have quite a decent amount of health to work through in the health bar. Now you're stuck in the corner as well.
The fuzzy jump out of there to call the hop forward, and this is so dangerous, but that blood gauge is building up so high, and you're bursted, and that should be dead as long as BlueSkyGuy keeps it safe.
Ooh, and great awareness from BlueSkyGuy, right? Able to get a game on the board as well. And when you have all of this chip damage coming out from the Nagoriyuki and you finally get that back throw, sometimes, you know, you lose that situational awareness. You can be like, all right, it's time to run my offense. Let me pull up for the meaty, but great awareness, of course, of that blood gauge going into that blood pop and taking that game.
Yeah, and I think that's what you're going to be seeing BSG really try to be like pulling out, because you saw how willing at every stage of the game in this matchup in particular, Sunny Scheme has been willing to just burn through that blood gauge. So you're forcing them to use it, forcing them to make those mistakes, because as soon as they pop, you get so much damage off of it. But Sunny Scheme not allowing that to happen, getting these close slash loops in the corner as well. Some solid damage.
Yeah, unfortunate. I'm not too sure how I feel about that burst coming off from BlueSkyGuy, right? In the earlier games, we've been seeing them use it a lot, you know, in the middle of those blood dump combos and then putting them at that high blood situation. At that point, I don't think Sun had used a lot of the blood specials, but still, you know, now you're at the level 2.5, feeling pretty good about it. Oh, nice backdash on the close slash, though.
And fighting all these stray hits into the RC situation as well. It is going to be a dangerous situation for Sunny Scheme, as they can't use any of their specials to get up, but they will just jump out, throw RC into the super confirm as well to take the round.
Yep, and Anji's got all the guts in the world, but with this super doing the minimum damage and the wall break fixed damage on top of it, you are not going to survive this one.
Just like you're not going to survive that big counter hit off the H-Fusion follow-up right there.
Oh no, gonna get another back throw incident into the corner with that close slash for the auto-timed meaty, just biding your time until the burst is back up.
Oh, but a great spin on the Beyblade attempt right there, so now you get the side swap, and Sunny Scheme willing to just press out with the bar slash right there.
pretty bold move. Not even using like the 5K, right? Just absolutely trying to catch out there. Yep, gonna get another far slash Rekka to recover a little bit of that blood, but using the 2S and 5H to try and zone out BlueSkyGuy until he comes back up.
Yeah, and that gave BlueSkyGuy a chance to just run back in and now get to start their pressure once again, but a great backdash coming through off the delay follow-up attempt, but wasn't able to close the round yet. So now PRC mix comes through, but a great throw tech.
This is so scary for BlueSkyGuy. Finally has the burst down, waiting for Sunny's Scheme to twitch, but you know, you have the 2S and the 5H to keep you out, but you're scared of the Anji spin right now. Oh no. Okay. Down into the butterfly pressure. What's it gonna be? Opened up, maybe catching a mash. All right, rounds are tied up here in game 3.
This is like BlueSkyGuy's been doing such a good job of piloting these matches. Even when it seems like they're behind, they're constantly forcing Sunny's to use all these specials to really make these big plays. And so that blood gauge building up, they're creating these, you know, from what were checkmate situations to be a lot safer for them and making these big comebacks. That risk gauge is building up though, and Sunny's Scheme is going to try to get a big confirm off it.
Oh, but the back throw going to put you back into the corner. 50% meter is available for Sunday Scheme if they want to use that reversal, but just going to use the YRC. Take your turn back, but off the Fukio going to get checked by that 2P.
Yeah, and going to be checked by the close slash right there as well. Trying to get everything coming through. PRC comes out, but wasn't able to get a big follow-up, but it doesn't matter when you have to guess high-low. And that's BSG taking another round.
Yep, and we saw, you know, off that PRC in the air, maybe BlueSkyGuy giving a little bit of respect, says, all right, Sunday Scheme, obviously they're a good player to also be in this invitational. Let me wait for them to try and react with that air throw tech and then see what they do. But just landing on the way back down, saw that, you know, BlueSkyGuy was not trying to meet you back up there and just holding that block. But going into the game 4, I don't know, it seemed like it was Sunday Scheme, you know, a sweep situation going out there. But it's been a quick 2 games for BlueSkyGuy in return.
Yeah, I think you just been seeing BlueSkyGuy do a lot of these, like, they're willing to let these games go the distance, and I think as the further these games are going on, they're getting more and more information, and they're finding more and more opportunities to get situations like that, like the spin into the throw, but Sunny's Scheme trying to make things not happen, but it doesn't matter when you get parried.
Yep, you got your 50% meter from the block string, and you think to yourself, do I want to extend my pressure with RC? No, I want to use the parry, because you have the full 1st to 5 set, right? You got to wear down your opponent's mental any opportunity that you get. Sometimes if you want to do a little, you know, cheeky parry, try and get in their brain a little bit and take that 1st round looking pretty good. The forces out the burst in the corner here.
Well, doing that so early as well is going to create so many more decisions being made down the line that are like, oh, well, I always have to worry about parry. That's the thing that's to come through. But Sunday Scheme are trying to make these rounds have to make it not worry about anything. A quick close out right here.
It's a decision you'd only have to worry about when you get that 50% meter, but BlueSkyGuy, you know, falling before you can even get that half stick of butter. But finally, the counter hit Fujin, forcing out the burst from Sunday Scheme.
And a nice clone to go through the butterfly, not allow that to control the neutral spacing too much. And the immediate FD attempts on all the button presses, just trying to get Sun AC spaced out as much as possible so they can get a big situation like this.
Yup, and spin there in the neutral, right? You know Sunday Scheme is looking for that 2S, that 5H at that level 2 blood, but the PRC into another grab as well, just keeping you in the corner. That Fukio back. Gonna mean you don't have any blood to leverage in the next situations, though. You gotta wait it out.
Yeah, finding a 5H to connect that will just be able to drain it a little bit so they're slightly safer. Now that he's right on the cusp of defeat, but the 5H gonna connect right there and get a big confirm as well, but not that just yet.
Yeah, you hate to see it. No super wall break, but still have the BRC on the round start. Definitely advantage. No, but now you're stuck in the air once again. Burst is available. You know Sunday Scheme is looking to bait it, but pull up for the throw. Dying with the burst in your arms. We are tied up 2-2 right now.
Yeah, I mean that's another one of those like we just saw in the, our previous set with Element and Jaw Drop. Like it's one of those you know, I got a burst, you got to use it or lose it kind of situation. And it was so like BlueSkyGuy opted to just hold on to it, just see what they're gonna do, and they went for a grab set after it. So you know maybe just trying to get them comfortable with that decision, and so that when they do it in the future, if it ever has to come up, they can be able to counter it accordingly. But we'll have to see right now. Is the match right here. A nice jump throw attempt right there, and another Fukio forward throw from Sunny.
Yep, stuck in the corner, not a lot of help. That chip damage is really adding up here on BSG's health bar. Forcing out the burst as well, still thinks that he can take the round back.
and it looks like they're gonna get that round back plan started right here. Big hits, big confirms with the charge dust at the wall break for as much damage as they can. The life totals really even, and gets a nice spin after the post wall break situation into a good hit. That's BlueSkyGuy now gonna be sitting up on the point for this round.
It was exactly what you're looking to confirm with off of these spins, right? Oh, I know you're at level 2 blood. 5H, I can get, a counter hit far slash into the knockdown. BSG's awareness of what they're looking for after the spin situation has just been so crucial to keeping it going during these matches. Finally gonna cash out with the KO.
Gonna cash out just into another mixed situation, try to get all that extra damage, but Sunny Scheme willing to just block again and again and again. Blocks the overhead, but it still allows BlueSkyGuy to take their turn, so now Burst is forced out. Jump forward.
Oh no, the parry gonna go unpunished as well. It's something that's really hard to punish, right? It's so active for so long. You want to wait it out so you don't get, robbed after waiting the active frames, but sometimes it's a little bit too late. Sunny Scheme, not a lot of health on the board, just trying to keep you out with the blood. All right.
But they're feeling confident right now on these confirms that are consistently coming through, but BlueSkyGuy gets another solid poke into the PRC, but not able to find the pickup that they're looking for. And the spin comes through, but the PRC forces them to block after it.
All right, great awareness that you're negative. Not going to continue swinging after that spin when you know the PRC is going to make it not your turn. The 2S5H. Going to get around on the board for Sunny Scheme.
See another early spin coming through. They're trying to get them to press, but Sunny Scheme now just confident and walking, trying to get BlueSkyGuy to really blow up their decisions.
Yep, knows BSG is looking for the throw tech there, so great call out with the Fukio back, but still stuck in the corner, and now BSG has that 50% meter.
And Sunny Scheme's gonna just find a great 5H into the PRC next to recover after the throw. Gets a close slash counter hit as well to close that one. Now finally breaking the tie, bringing it up 3-2 so far.
Yep, still gotta make it to the first to 5 though. Sunny Scheme, you got 2 more games before you can move on past BSG, and he is not gonna make it easy for you for sure.
Yeah, I love in this set so far, as our players are hopping off, taking a little bit of breather. Sometimes you gotta shake your hands. I love the adaptations that are happening between this set right now. These players are constantly making like all these micro adjustments, all these minor decisions that are leveling up and allowing them to make these comebacks that you aren't that weren't previously happening. And so I think that's a big thing to see, that these players are just willing to level up on each other again and again and again. Sunny Scheme right now willing to just block, build the juice box up as much as possible, but they're gonna now burst out of it right there and find a great counter hit DP starter, forcing the burst from BSG.
Yep, relatively even HP total, so they're both going to let the burst rock. They're like, all right, I'm going to fight for this round, take it early in the 2H. Going to get hit by the spin, the Nagiha knockdown, but doesn't give you a lot of time to set up that Oki, right? Oh, the 2P mash, catching you on the way down.
Pressure comes through spin once again, but the overhead is not blocked. RC to get the confirm at the wall to close it out as well.
Yep, was wondering if you were going to see a Karako combo there, but BSG knew it was going to kill, went for the more consistent combo routing there, and taking that first round. The combo off of the bird, but unfortunately not able to pick up with the 5K.
Yeah, that 5K lane is so hard, and it's not something you get to see every day, so you have to be ready for it when it comes. But right now, Sunny Scheme is ready to bring the pressure for Skate Building High, forcing BSG to be a little more aggressive in their movement.
Yep, BSG, we know they were looking for the spin at that level 2 blood, but trying to bait it out. Unfortunately, Sunny Scheme just one step ahead. I think this is going to kill with the wall break, that last hit of the super as well, tying up the round count.
Yeah, that super just being a guts kill built into it as well is always so hard to deal with. And now you see, once again, playing a lot more defensive, trying to bait out these spins, trying to bait out these all these records that are coming through, but the gold burst is blocked by BlueSkyGuy, and so now they're going to keep the pressure into the corner and are rewarded for it with this mix.
Yeah, the punish on the gold burst as well. That can be pretty hard, right? It's -10, but the pushback usually makes it pretty difficult to get those punishes. So BSG taking full advantage, keeping you in the corner as well, but no RC to be able to keep up the pressure. Has to end the Fujin a little bit early. See if you're going to match.
And here they are trying to press out of their own, but Sunday Scheme finds the 5K to be able to connect and keep BSG into the corner, and that blood gauge is building high, though, so you have to be careful on what it actually brings to the table right now.
Yeah, blood gauge as high as BSG's risk, but finally able to find the hit. Don't need to. No, what happened? Maybe looking for a burst that wasn't there, but BSG able to tie it up once more. He's like, oh shit, I thought the burst was up, and then it wasn't, but it's okay. Off of the scramble, tying it up 3-3.
It was a good old-fashioned American reset, just getting them out early, so you don't have to deal with any of them later down the line. But yeah, like I was saying, those micro decisions, those minor adjustments, it's making this set go the distance, and it is anyone's game here.
Yep, for sure. It's been so back and forth, right? A lot of these games, if you looked at them individually, you'd be like, oh, BSG's got this. It's for your Sunday Scheme, is in BSG's head right now. But as a series, this first to 5, it was like you were saying earlier, we're seeing a lot of these adaptations. And of course, we see those in the first to 3s as well. You have, those 5 games to be able to make your way. But especially in the first to 5, we get to access those later and later layers that are like, okay, we're basically playing like a long set at this point, so I don't know how deep you're digging into the Yomi to try and trip me up, because you have a lot of opportunities to try and pull out a gimmick here and there, and now they're going to be thinking about it for the rest of the set.
Yeah, and BlueSkyGuy is right now thinking about how they want to be aggressive and how they want to find this big counter hit to force burst and Sunny Scheme. Just finding another solid knockdown. Once again, PR6 getting a good butterfly.
Yeah, and that throw isn't actually going to get you a lot of damage, right? But you do want to be able to keep that corner, get that throw Oki as well, and it is paying off huge. The FRC 6H for a perfect on BSG's side.
Yeah, BSG doing a really, really good job right now of never needing to break the wall when they don't have to. They're always opting for these resets, always opting for these butterfly open situations, just get those extra hits where they can, but this time they'll take it with the super confirm, gonna get the hard knockdown as well.
That's exactly, gonna break the wall with that super there. I love the catch on the backdash earlier, with just that walk up to SB. SG is just so in tune with what Sunday Scheme is looking for on the wake up. Oh, and the reversal throw as well, knows that you're waiting for that parry situation. You're scared of that 50% meter and taking full advantage.
Yeah. Now BSG bringing it up 4-3. Now this is going to be the interesting. You're at the cusp of victory. This has been a very back and forth set between the two players so far. Is BSG able to overcome the nerves of like, okay, just one more game. I just got to win it. Just one more game. Or are they going to allow Sunday Scheme to take that one and then potentially have that momentum swing into their hands?
Exactly, and especially in the first to 5, right? It's such a long set that you're like, oh, I'm almost there. You kind of let your mental get so buffed that you're like, you're not paying as close attention. You're like, all right, I just need one more round, one more game, and sometimes that can get in your head as well. But we're seeing Fatty Mikey in the chat saying that's our. I'm not gonna repeat that. We were saying BlueSkyGuy earlier, and then we were like, oh, BSG, what a convenient acronym. Maybe we gotta go back to BlueSkyGuy just to clarify. But heading back into a game number 8, BlueSkyGuy needs one more game to close out the set.
Yeah, finding another great early spin to get a throw punish, but Sunday Scheme now recognizing when BlueSkyGuy wants to be going for those throws and now finding opportunities to jump out of them to reset the pressure into the neutral. But BSG keeping the RC going, but it doesn't matter when you get tossed Gold Burst out of them.
Gold Burst through the close slash, grabbing through the close slash as well. Sunday Scheme not feeling too great about it, just saying, oh man, I just want to run the strike, that's all I want. But able to pick it up with the Fujin into super as well. Hey, yo!
Yeah, and gonna be able to use that Fujin into the super to close that one out. And now this is BlueSkyGuy sitting on match point.
Yep, just needs one more round. You're off to a great start here. Sunday Scheme just getting red on all the defensive options, but empty jump back throw is going to be able to get you out of that pressure for now. You have a full blood gauge to work with.
And this is the party starter that Sunday Scheme was looking for. Counter hit, second of the DP, but didn't find the super confirm at the very end, so just had to go for the 6H, but it doesn't matter at the very end. The dust coming through to tie it up. It's still match point, but Sunday Scheme trying to turn it into their favor. 6P comes through for a great confirm.
Yep, we're one round away from the set closing, or we're one round away from that Game 9 4-4 situation. Sunday Scheme was on the back foot, but it seems like they're able to bring it back here. BSG, what's going on?
Well, what's going on right now is a great confirm into the super right there. Burst available for Sunday Scheme as well. Burst should be back with BSG after post-wall break as well. So it's a one-touch situation for BSG. They really have to make something big happen. A good throw tech, but the spin comes through Land the counter hit to get the start. They're looking for overhead RC.
Yep. Oh no, gonna be able to keep the corner, but that whip 5D means you lose your turn. You hate to see it. Probably looking for a JD, but probably looking for the gold burst. Not gonna be found. 6H to bring us into game 9 of the first of 5, the final game between BSG and Sun Ace Keem.
Yeah, you saw there right at the end, like just we were talking about the nerves. They let that get to them. They were like, oh, you know, I don't know what to do. I'm not sure exactly how I want to be able to pilot this situation. And so they were panicking. They were trying to press. They tried to gold burst out, but Sun Ace Keem kept it calm, kept it collected, was able to like capitalize on every single mistake that they were making at the very end.
Yep, let's see it. Going into the game 9 here, we have all the layers built up possible. We are looking straight up lasagna, tiramisu, pulling up. I trained this man. He needs a new trainer. Oh no. Okay, first available on both sides, just jumping straight over the Shih Tzu.
Alright, nice 2K check right there, but the throw attempt is whiffed. So BSG now got a good combo and forced the burst out of Sun Ace Keem.
Oh, nice. Good check on the Fukio with that 2P. Gonna get a little counter hit, push you over to the corner. The fast RC into dust and combo with another 50% rank.
But not able to get the full combo that they're looking for, so that gives Sun Ace Keem a chance to get their game going right now. 6H counter hit gets burst baited as well, but not able to finish off the wall.
Yeah, just jumping straight off the wall. No more throw tech, just going straight for the 2P to reach out. Even if you space yourself out, the BRC, you gotta dodge long enough for the Blood Rage pop.
They were spaced out like... They were spaced out like 3 pixels from that blood gauge, forcing them to block it as well. That was such a scary situation right there. But now here we are, BSG once again. Match point. Sun Ace Keem trying to turn it around.
Yep. Can you close it out? A little bit of plus frames off of that fan, but you're at a weird spacing, right? Still able to contest. Nago has a decent amount of those mid-range buttons. Be able to fight that RPS with the walkout close slash. Gonna do quite a grip of damage.
And with 50 meter on deck, you can do so much right there to just lower your blood gauge, keep yourself safe, and keep the pressure going. BSG now just wants to reset the neutral, trying to make something big happen, but they need to make it quick. Sun Ace Keem still has the life lead and still has the damage lead as well on all of these hits.
Yeah, saw that danger penalty, you know, flashing up on the screen. Now BSG's like, all right, I gotta be a little bit more active. 6P gets you the knockdown, but still you have to be careful of the burst as well.
Good
protect.
Pressure going right now, just trying to get Sun Ace Keem to block, trying to get them to, or trying to clip them out of anything they do. Just like that, burst is gonna have to be used. You're trying to bait it, but just slightly too late. So the life totals are even. Anything is possible here with the pressure. The 2S connect, and BSG is able to close it out at the very, very end.
A back and forth set from beginning to end. BSG versus Sun Ace Keem, making it all the way to the game 9. And in that first round of that last game, we saw quite a bit of spaghetti. You know, the whiffed burst coming out, the whiffed combos with the wall tech just straight out to the mid screen. But BSG finally able to pull ahead and move on to winners semis.
Yeah, so we will be seeing them go forward through this to try to eke on forward to that grand finals. But we're actually going to see them again sitting on deck, sitting at the stream station as they'll play their next opponent, Jared.
Alrighty, yeah, so stay on the stand. You're going to be playing against Jared, a Geo player out here on these streets. So it was fan versus the sword. Now it's going to be fan versus the dog. Let's see.
It's not just the dog. It's the kicks. It's the punches. It's the hair. It's everything. Geo's got like this is gonna be a slugfest. You saw it be really patient in our previous match, just going back and forth, an honest samurai versus Japanese martial artist duel. But this is it's Bart Simpson just swinging his arms right now. Someone's gonna get hit. And they're gonna be me or you.
Exactly. Yeah, and Geo has a lot of these, quick moves and a lot of mobility that's not gated by an external resource, right? Of course, Nago has the Fukio and the super jump, but the super jump's really slow and reactable, and the Fukio is gated by that blood gauge. But now, going into an entirely different matchup where Jared is going to be able to move around the screen at light speed. BSG, are you going to be able to adapt set to set?
We'll have to see if they are right now. They're not too big of a breath between them as well, so they may have to take a little bit more time to adjust, but Jared doesn't need it right now. Air throw attempt on the Ko. Once again, keeping the pressure going and finding a great confirm, but no super punish at the end of the wall.
Oh, the Fujin going straight through a big counter hit, trying to reverse that momentum, but still, Jared has 100% meter.
Alright, keeping the pressure going right now, but the parry comes through early. BSG making it work, just like we saw in the last set with them.
Yep, not even waiting for game 2 or 3, just letting it rock round 1, fighting for your life right now for that RC to come back up, but just when that 50% is on the board, you're gonna get dash grab for the first round.
Is it like we were saying before? I really like that use of parry early on for me, because that now means your opponent is going to be looking out for it constantly, and it gives you so many new opportunities to take these rounds. But Jared is trying to keep the momentum going forward and not allow them to take any kind of round right here.
Yep, we're seeing a lot of these micro delays. Jared just waiting for BSG to try and go for a mistimed strike. But that throw, back throw into the corner, gonna be able to get you a great situation with the 100% meter to back it up.
Yeah, it's going to be BSG quickly tying this first game right here. The round start just gets the dash up throw attempt on the spin. Not going to have it happening. Now pressure comes through, but BSG takes the turn back.
Yep. Oh no, blocked on the overhead, but because you FD'd it, you're actually a little bit too far out for that 2K punish. You hate to see it.
Good connector there. Jared making these throws work so much in this set right now. Recognizing the BSG just wants to down back, but finally techs out of it, and now gets to start their turn with it. Gonna get a good side swap, but not able to pick it up.
Yeah, you hate to see it. That far slash, definitely looking for the close slash, but just a little bit too far. But the first bait, not gonna get punished by Jared. Still running your offense though, and the spiral arrow to take game number 1.
Yeah, good use on Jared right there. You saw that, you know, they've been constantly like micro delaying their pressure, trying to find when BSG wants to make those gaps, and they finally found it at the end, being able to use the spiral arrow to quickly just close it out.
Yeah, let's see it. And a lot of Jared's moves, you know, these block strings, we saw a couple of those, you know, stray 5Ks hitting and then not actually getting a confirm. But Jared is kind of leaning into the delayed strike, just waiting for BSG to, you know, maybe mash on the 5K or the 2P, get a big counter hit going. But game 2, starting off with a counter hit Fujin.
And already getting another good counter hit right there from both of these players, but BSG able to take their turn back now, keep the pressure going off this RC follow-up, but Jared jumps out, but it doesn't matter when you're going to get punished in your recovery right there. Butterfly set, you got to hold this, but you're getting tossed.
Yep, the butterfly just going straight through in the corner, able to get the throw, and Jared at that pixel health situation, fighting for their life with the YRC, but 2P is going to stop you in your tracks.
But just gets the immediate ID4 as BSG tries to catch him on the ground, as they've been loving to stay there so far. But a great connection right there, but able to make a big trade to go into their favor. So BSG just gets a side swap, and now Flash coming through, trying to check the lightning legs.
Yep, BSG holding that down back, just waiting for Jared to take a risk on the throw, but the counter hit is coming out here and forcing out the burst. Super jump to bring you back into the mid screen. Nice throw tech, just constantly returning to the neutral here.
Getting good blocks and a nice 5K check right there, getting the side swap as well on this confirm, but BSG found another opportunity to get a quick 2P to allow them to take their turn back, and they're going to try to capitalize on as many of these hits as possible here. Burst forced out for Jared.
Yep, just trying to shimmy in the corner, wait for BSG to commit to something, but these, you know, these clashes, these trades are not going to be in your favor when you're down the health lead. 100% meter in the bank to be able to get the confirmed. BSG, a game on the board.
You know, one thing I'm noticing from BSG in this set is, like, compared to the last one, is you saw that Sunny scheme, I think, was able to make a lot work because of their willingness to go for bite setups and throw setups after those RC situations. Jared has been very confident in just being like, okay, I'm going to just strike throw you. I'm going to make you always think I'm going to throw, but it's never presented that option in these post-game scenarios.
Exactly. And you have a lot of time to be able to do it in the first to 5, but you got to start representing these layers early, or else BSG is just going to run away with it. Hey, getting caught up at the cross-up here, though.
We'll just find another solid hit right there. A great knockdown right there into the super confirm as well. Going to get a bunch of meter built up for BlueSkyGuy, but that positive bonus and the hard knockdown coming from Jared is going to give them the start that they're looking for here.
Absolutely going for the space 2D into the DP, but still BSG holding on to that down back and finally getting opened up at the dash grab. Standing overhead's not going to work though.
Oh, tried to anti-air them out, but still got an opportunity to toss them. So this is the start that BSG could use to take this game back after what had been a huge life deficit. But Jared finds a 5P right there to quickly mash out.
Yeah, you hate to see it. BSG almost had the wall bounce route off of the JD, but the close slash just a little bit too late on your way back down. But one round on the board for Jared. Can you break the tie here?
Well, they were about to, but that burst came through on the counter hit. 5H coming out, and now anti-air on the attempt. Tries to burst, but the super is there.
Yeah. Oh no, I was scared that the fan was actually going to catch the burst on the way down for a little bit of that wall break, but counter hit. 5H going to catch the throw attempt into the super. We are breaking the glass.
This is another great opportunity for Jared, but we saw the last time this happened that life total evened up pretty quickly. BSG already gets that 2P to take their turn back and getting a good RC confirm as well. YRC comes through. Just goes for the close slash once again.
Oh, empty Fujin into the 2P, catching out a mass. Jared reacting a little bit too late to those minus frames, catching you out in that late reaction. Tied up on the round count and the game count here. You are looking to try and break this and go 2-1.
Good early hits right there, though, from Jared. Spiral arrow closing it out. 60% of the health already gone. BSG has to be careful, but a good throw tech. And a throw off the PRC.
Yep, great use of the dash 5K. Even if you don't have the meter to back it up, you're still able to at least throw tech off of it if that's what BSG is looking for. But pulling up here, able to get that screen carry, 50% in the bank, and about to be another 100.
But BSG finds a great confirm, got the big, the dash cancel confirm off it as well. But Jared, PRC's out of the situation, into the pressure, and immediately gets to start taking their turn back. And burst is baited to take that round. Jared up 2-1.
And there was just not a good time to use the burst there. You know, Jared is staring at that big blue bar from BSG, but, you know, unfortunately, even waiting until the end of the combo, Jared keeping it absolutely burst safe with a little 5P checks and able to pull out ahead in the tie. But of course, we still have the whole first to 5. Let's see if BSG is able to tie it up once again.
Yeah, it'll be, you know, it's going to be interesting to see is BSG going to be able to bring it up like they saw with their last set, which is back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, or is Jared going to be able to take this one and now try to run with the pressure, but BSG 2P already working out great, finding a solid knockdown, catching the backdash as well. First force from Jared.
Oh no, and the spiral arrow just barely not going to reach, going to get stuffed out by that 2P, and RC bringing you over to the corner, catching on the positive bonus and a charge 5D to break the wall as well.
Good check right there on the 2S, but Jared finds the opportunity to throw. Now gets to keep the party started, but the 2P confirm comes out from BSG, quickly taking that first game.
Yeah, we're seeing Jared really just trying to pull up here and get something going, but BSG doing a great job of using the 2P and the 2S to play that keep away game. But now that you're stuck in the corner, you don't have any room to play that keep away and forcing out the burst as well.
And Jared immediately, even as that burst comes out, just calling them back out. Plus frames off the dive kick super, but BSG still confident to press afterward. Getting another 2P, you know, solid confirm, but Jared still finding these good knockdowns just to keep BSG in the corner, not allowing them to do anything. Now the throw's coming out in full force.
On the whiff 5H, not familiar with the setup, still waiting for the meaty. BSG being like, oh, you messed up your Oki? Let me pull up with the mash on wake up, but tied up on the round count once again. Jared off to a great start. The corner carry looking so huge into the positive bonus.
Already off to a great start. Now you can see them being really cautious, trying to see the BSG wanting to press, trying to connect with anything, but Jared allowing them to keep it going. Plus frames coming out, 5K checks. You're getting tossed once again, 50 meter for both players though. RC to bait the first, and Jared takes that one now up 3-1.
So rough. Once again, Jared just has the burst safe routes available. And of course, you know, leveraging that 50% meter available as well, just to make sure off of that 2H. And you know, BlueSky was looking for the late burst last game and then got blown up for it. And now is like, okay, let me instantly burst. Maybe they're not looking for it on the first hit. But of course, you know, at that low health and seeing the bright blue bar, you are waiting for it. 3-1 right now.
So now this is up to BSG. We saw in the last match they were like really just able to keep the grind going, but Jared is now trying to snowball their momentum forward. They're trying to really just make it so that those situations can't happen. It'll be interesting to see BSG can change the tides of fate, but right now the party is looking into their favor. Pressure coming through Jared just didn't get once again.
Yep, trying to go for a space 2D, but once again getting caught out of that approach, out of the corner. Burst is going to put you back, but it's not going to solve that life lead. Oh, dash cancel into the back dash, okay.
All right, but a
Big
great counter
hit.
hit.
Okay, hard knockdown, pulling up with a positive bonus. No, it's not going to be a cross-up on the same side. The block from BSG and the back throw incident.
But a great throw from Jared right there. RC to just try to bait out the burst. Is able to find. I thought that was going to go back. I didn't think that was going to bounce fast and stay at the wall, but Jared knows better than I do and takes that round.
I was so scared, but you know what, Jared? I feel like every few days I see like a cool new Geo combo coming out for him, like optimizing off of the replay drops. So you know what? I know they got it in the bank, but it did look a little scary there, and it's looking scary in this next round as well. Jared just not able to find a hit, already down 70% health, and PRC to keep your turn.
PSG immediately tries to take it back. The dust whiffs there, so that gives Jared a chance now to get the party started, but a great confirm from BSG allows them to tie it back up.
And he tied up on the round counts once again. I feel like we haven't gone a single game without it going to round 3, and the dash throw once again gonna keep you going towards that corner.
Yeah, delay air dash though keeps you out of the corner into the wall break situation. Jared finding all the great hits and a nice 2S RC out just to bait out the burst. And now BSG uses it, reset to neutral, but you've got a big deficit to come back from.
Yep, BSG finally able to find the burst point there. Oh no, and the RC on the YRC as well, keeping you safe. BSG still not a lot of health. Any good mash should be able to take it from Jared. Finally able to get the turn started, cross through. It's not going to be enough, but this 5H is.
Yeah, the dash feint right there at the end to bait out the throw. You saw it whiff at the very end, and Jared able to clutch it out and confirm it to take that one. And I'd like to take a moment to thank a couple of new Match Arena donations that we have gotten so far through this. It is Kevin with the $10, First Shot with the $10, and Crack with the $20, saying, let's get this bread. Let's get this bread indeed for these players today. I believe now that puts us at a pretty high number for this Match Arena. Yeah, $140 into the Match Arena right now for these players. So thank you all for all your support, and thank you all for BlueSkyGuy to taking that first hit of the round right here to put Jared into the corner.
Jared stuck in the corner, needs one more game to move on past BSG, but he's not going to make it easy for you. Oh no, not quite able to catch the IAD.
And will find the 6H series to put him down into the corner, but a good throw tech comes from BSG, tries to punish, but Jared used the RC to keep the momentum going into their favor.
Yep, we're seeing a lot of good blocks on the cross-ups from BSG and cashing out fully on the 100-meter confirmed. Still not going to be able to kill, but you have the hard knockdown. You were in a great spot.
Yeah. And just like that, in a great spot to press with the overhead. BSG taking that first one right there. Jared, though, still has the potential to make a huge comeback, as we've seen previously, but BSG trying to change the tides right now with this confirm. Keep him in the corner, get the wall.
Yep, already committed to that Fujin overhead, but it's okay. You have 50% meter to confirm off of this far slash, but not going to use it.
So Jared now going to take that opportunity to throw them in the corner again and again and again over here. Nice mix-up attempt right there, but the parry comes through back just in time. BSG taking that one there.
All right, yeah, the 6H fast RC down into the 2K. Somehow BSG is not going to get opened up by it. I don't know if the 6H is actually an overhead, so it's probably mid into low. Probably explains why they were able to block it, but still, the awareness to use the parry right after for that gap after the 2K. Able to get another game on the board, but you still have quite some ways to go if you're even looking to tie it up against Jared.
Yeah, it's going to be, it's an uphill battle for BSG right here. They're really going to have to, take a lot of these rounds and go further and further and further, and Jared only needs to take you to more right here. Nice 5K confirm for Jared, though, to try to keep these going into their favor. Good 2K check, though.
Oh, nice. The block on the burst as well says, all right, I get it. I got burst baited 3 games in a row, but I'm not going to let it get to me. I got it on my side as well. Nagiha into the 5D, and still the fast RC, making sure you had enough to confirm there, but still the wall break, not enough.
And a 6P from downtown coming from Jared right there to find a good hit, but BSG already ready to check these dash attempts coming through.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of the far slash to try and contest, that round start or post wall break situation from BSG. So well placed 6B, just didn't have a lot of health to back it up afterwards. The Shitsu Oki just pushing you over to the corner. A nice 5K to fight your way back out.
Use of the plus rooms right there to find an opportunity to open BSG up, but the parry comes through once again, recognizing, hey, this can start working now. I'm going to start using it. I'm going to start pressing it as it comes through, and a nice fusion hit right there.
Yep, get the plus frames off the fan as well, keeping Jared in the corner. And a quick another game, bringing you to 4-3.
Yeah, and this is the comeback that BSG needs. Jared, was up, had a huge lead so far, being 4-1, but BSG just found the right options that they needed, found the right downloads, and were able to now make this comeback, bringing it almost back to tie it up. So it'll be interesting to see if Jared, decides to change their plan. They've been seeing a lot more of these parries come through, a lot more of these 2P presses. Or are they going to try to go for dash fade more? Are they going to try to space it out more? Or are they going to try to keep making the same things work? And right now, that burst is going to work for BSG.
Yeah, Jared immediately going on the aggressive. The round start IAD just pulling up with the 5K, but unfortunately, it looks like the aggression is really getting stuffed out well by BSG right now, forcing out the burst.
Here we go, good throw tech for both the players after the spin.
Oh, no.
Once again, Jared tries to throw a third time in a row, but it's not going to matter when BSG gets a big confirm to take that one.
Yep, clap up with the fan to take that first round. BSG just looking so strong. Jared's like, oh man, come on. The dash 5K into throw tech was working every time. And now a huge call out from BSG is going to put that on the mental stack.
And another big call out right there from BSG, adding up the damage again and again and again. Going to get another big confirm in the post wall break situation. Jared's got to be very, very careful.
And it feels like we have just seen so many of these fan supers coming out from BSG, just absolutely optimizing on the combos. You have that momentum available, so you got to be able to cash out on all the damage before Jared's able to make the adaptations back. But 5H counter hit, not going to lead into too much here.
Yeah, trying to use the plus room to make something happen. Gets a good throw tech out, but the PRC afterwards going to give them the confirm that they're looking for. Good throw tech once again.
The 2K OTG able to get the throw tech, but it's not enough to escape the corner. Jared back once again. We're looking at set point. Can you close it out for BSG? Is able to tie up the set count.
BSG already off to a good start. Find a quick confirm into a throw butterfly set. Jared's got to hold all this pressure coming through, but the IAD out still gives BSG enough time to PRC to get a quick little clip right there.
Yep, great awareness of the IAD, probably not able to get the air throw at that distance, but the far slash catching you on the way down forces out the burst from Jared, and we are so close to making it to game 9, and the Fujin just gonna go straight through with the perfect, making it to the last game of the set, tying it up 4-4.
BSG trying to deny the PNW winners finals of this bracket right now. But, this has been a great comeback. This has been BSG on a huge momentum swing, but we're seeing Jared, building the pieces, the blocks all coming together. It's going to be interesting to see if they'll actually able to find the right path to go forward, or if BSG is going to be able to just keep the snowball momentum.
Yeah, let's see it, because Jared going on the, on the offensive, it's getting caught out and out scrambled by BSG. You play more defensive, then all of a sudden he's routing into the overheads or the plus on block, Fujin follow-ups, so it's just really hard to figure out what to do, especially when the spiral arrow is going to whip in your face and cash out on a lot of damage for BSG.
Oh, tried to CP out of there, but got clipped by the butterfly, which gave BSG another chance to get a good confirm, but misses the charge dust, but it's not going to matter when you hit him out of the air with another perfect BSG. Now turning it back, sitting match point.
Oh, but a big counter hit 5H going to force out the burst. You're not going to have it for quite some time now, so you want to hold on to this round as long as you can. Jared finally getting the pressure started with the throw. Pulling up in a little JH action.
Once again, and another great 6H confirm right there for some big damage, keeping Jared at the wall. And be oh so careful.
No!
Comes out to bait the burst into the super confirm, and that's going to be BSG taking that one over Jared to move on to the winners finals.
My goodness. And it was so scary, right? You had the match point available for so long, but once they have that adaptation in your head, especially when you have the, oh, I just need one more game. I just need one more game. A lot of that, stuck on your mental stack while you're still trying to play out the game can be too much to try and adapt on, especially against a player like BSG, obviously doing super well and just tearing it up through these stream matches. I don't believe we're going to be having them on for another stream match. I think we
No.
want to give them a little bit of a break here. So I'm going to check over onto the stream queue. And of course, Jared is still in the bracket. I believe they're going to be heading on to the loser's side. So we might see them in just a little bit. But on deck, we're going to be having HDC versus Voltiyon.
Yeah, so this is going to be another interesting match that we're going to have coming up here. HDC on the Axel and Voltiyon on the Chip. This is, it's a weird matchup because you would think, oh, Axel, big buttons, able to space out Chip. But Chip has the mobility and has the tools to actually get through a lot of what Axel wants to bring to the table. As long as they're able to find those reads and find those callouts, they're going to be able to fully press on through.
Yeah, exactly. That mobility is going to be a huge factor. Of course, like you're saying, Axel has so many tools to be able to cover whatever side of the screen, no matter if Chip is single, double, or triple jumping. You have 2S and 5P to be able to cover all those zones. But the thing is, Axel has to commit, relatively hard to, cover any side of that screen. If they guess wrong on how Voltiyon is going to be, moving into the approach, that's, a third of the screen, a half of the screen they've already moved up, and you lose a lot of those options to try and keep him out. So let's see how comfortable Voltiyon is with the Axel matchup.
Yeah, we'll have to see. But in the meantime, just a quick little overview of some of our other matches that had happened. So over on the loser side of things, it looks like Jaw Drop did end up taking it over Pip right there. So that's going to be Jaw Drop staying around, but Pip out of the event. And Sun, Ace Scheme, and Voltiyon, as we saw, they had played losers, and as we see, Voltiyon made it through there. So those two are out of the event right now. And Element, as like we were saying earlier, was able to actually take it 5-1 over HDC in the winner's semis to move on forward. So Element off to a very dominant start right here.
Yep, so Element waiting in the winners finals, and again we are heading down into the losers quarterfinals, HGC versus Voltiyon, for the opportunity to move on to losers semis.
Yeah, we'll have to see who can take it and who is able to make it through as soon as we check the opponent's connection.
I know, every time I see this message for more than like half a second, I get a little scared. I'm like, oh no, my heart drops. But going into the game one, looks like the connection is all good, pulling up with an IB on that 6H with Voltiyon, kind of just moving back and forth to try and get a read on how HGC is covering this screen space.
And you can see HGC wanting to be a little bit more aggressive on their presses. They're being a little bit more assertive with those backdash JSs, with these rainwaters. And just finding all these confirms, but the Axel Bomber isn't able to connect with the PRC4 and JH will.
Oh, a double Ren send, bringing you over back on the other side and just not ready. Maybe catching a dash block out with that rainwater.
All right, nice J2K right there to drill down and now gets the mix-up started. But Alpha Blade not able to connect, so HDC was able to try to take the turn back, but Voltiyon keeps the party going here. Just keep him in the corner, jumps out of the leaf grab.
Oh, the 5P gonna get that anti-air, but no confirm, and HDC running away with that opportunity. Oh, gonna dash cancel and not actually jump over to get that side switch. But man, HDC is cashing out here. Are you gonna use the burst? Are you gonna hold on to it? Voltiyon looking for the burst bait, but it's not gonna work.
Voltiyon, though, finding another great grab right here, but these 2Ks have been so on point for HDC, and the 2H not able to connect at the very end, so that gives them another chance, but the anti-air 2S comes through, and that's HDC taking the first game.
Yeah, and HDC was sweating. They were like, all right, 2H OTG, my beloved, gonna close out the... Wait, why is Voltiyon still alive? Why do I still have to snipe the triple jumping ninja out of the sky? But able to take the game one. It was pretty close in that last round. But Voltiyon, how are you going to respond in game two?
Yeah, it's going to be, it's really interesting to see, like, Voltiyon, obviously, they were trying to play, they were trying to move around at the grand scale of things, but they're also doing a lot, I think, to find what HTC wants to do, how they want to prioritize stuff, so that they can then, later on in games, fully capitalize on it and fully punish it.
Yeah, exactly. And in that first to five, right, you have a little bit more breathing room. Even in the first three, we always say, oh, the first game's always a download. But then, you only have two more games left to lose before you're knocked out. But the first five, you have a little bit more wiggle room. And we're just seeing Voltiyon just absolutely jumping around all of these sickles. Unfortunately, gonna get clipped to force out the burst.
Yeah, and they're gonna get clipped by at the very end as well on this 6H for the wall break. Coming through into the Oval Office now. But the 2H comes through, zoning out Voltiyon, not allowing them to get anything super big happen, but they quickly just run up and say no thank you with the Alpha Blade to quickly take that round.
Yep, in throw range, in Alpha Blade range, and when you have all those options on the mental stack, Voltiyon is able to run away with it, but the burst gonna come out from HDC.
Here we go, tries to DP through, but HDC spaces out, so now they get rewarded with a great punish at the wall.
Oh my goodness, the double rainwater routes. We've been in this match for quite some time, but every time I see the Axel combos now, my jaw drops a little bit. I'm like, damn, he really gets that? That's real. And BRC on the Alpha Blade, but it's not going to be enough to stop your turn. Voltiyon trading the meter as well and just goes straight from Rekka into the super.
Yeah, that's the chip classic right there. Immediately tosses them back over to the other side. Jumps out of the leaf grab though, but not able to get the punish with the JH that they're looking for. So that's going to give Voltiyon more chances to mix up with the grab a whiff.
Oh, the fast PRC bringing you back in, but the backdash just keeping you right out of range. And Voltiyon gonna tie up the set count 1-1.
Yeah, Voltiyon doing like we were saying earlier, they had that download game one, but they have more to go this time. They were able to find it. They saw that like, hey, HDC, once we get into these scramble situations, I'm generally going to be favored. Chip, obviously, just like a tool set that's more favored towards that, but HDC personally is a little bit more like jump back JH, like 5P press. And
yeah.
Voltiyon now capitalizing on that, figuring out exactly what they want to do at these situations and getting great rewards for them.
Exactly. If HGC is willing to, press in the scramble and try an RPS, even if your tool set is a little bit, disadvantaged in that close range scenario, of course, Voltiyon can take full advantage, pulling up with a counter at 2K2D, and already pushing HGC into the corner.
Already finds another great hit as well, forcing the burst out, but just immediately runs through Rekka into the super confirm for Voltiyon. Another great confirm, another great series of damage, another great mix, but a backdash out from HGC.
Yep, eating all that damage off of one missed Renson follow-up. Just great confirm from Voltiyon, and now HGC playing on the back foot here, but pulling up for the grab to put you back into the corner. HGC is not afraid to get all up in your face.
And they won't be afraid to do it again and again and again. Throw comes through with the RC, but J2K whiff to keep the combo going at the very, very end.
All right, that was pretty sick. I got to give it to you, Voltiyon. The J2K to bring yourself back down to the ground. That was awesome. And using it once again to keep the mix-ups going. HGC cannot get Voltiyon out of this close range.
But HGC finding these hits when they can, but they're immediately coming through to get close because they know they actually have to hit Chip. They have to try to take him out as quickly as possible. If they let these rounds go on, that's more information for Voltiyon. There's more information to move on forward, and another throw from Voltiyon to keep that plan going.
Oh my goodness, it is just looking like Voltiyon's game right now, but finally a BRC air throw put Voltiyon back into the corner. This is a one-touch situation as far as Voltiyon is concerned. All right, throw, no RC though.
And will use the K Alpha Blade in the air to go back to the ground. Another jump out on these leaf grabs, but not able to punish them accordingly, but still finds the hit in that post-scramble situation.
Yep, Sid was saying can't hate these clean air throws though. You are so right. It's one of those options that I feel like if you're not used to the Chip matchup, it's not something you're looking for, right? He's able to take to the sky. You're like, oh, I have to use my committal anti-airs to just snipe him out and get the big damage. But sometimes all you want is that air throw to, get a little bit of that knockdown situation going. But DPRC, no, but hitting on the other side, but it's okay, Voltiyon has these.
Gets out of the leaf grab once again, but finds an anti-air 2S for a big counter hit right here. And into the time stop super Toki Voltomare. Gonna get a big confirm off it, but not dead just yet.
Oh, no, I can't beat your ass without getting closer, but JoJo pulling up, you're trying to bring it back on deal with the RC. 6K bringing you all the way up to the sky. You're not gonna escape this one with your light. HGC falling. Another game on the board for Voltiyon.
Yeah. That's Voltiyon has just been doing a really, really good job of always capitalizing on every single mistake. that HTC has been making so far, because they know if they don't, that they're just going to reset back out, and I have to work hard to get back in. So it's like, it's interesting. Like, I don't know, you know, HTC, it's like we were saying earlier, HTC has to make these more committal options to go through. You know, you can't cover everything in the kitchen sink back on screen at the same time. So you have to make these more committal options. You have to find opportunities to really like fully capitalize. And Voltiyon, as these matches going further, are just getting more and more and more decisions to be correct.
Yep, exactly. You know, just like you said, once again, that soaring strike on block gonna be punished by that dash chip far slash, but back throw's gonna put you back into the corner as well, waiting for that 50% meter, but DP just pulling straight on through and stopping that pressure.
In the quarters, both nice 5P confirm on the late JH attempt right there, but forces the burst from HTC to come through.
Oh, yep, great blocks on the 2H, just gradually making your way through the IBs, stopping you from losing that screen space, and DP coming up so strong right now. Another round on the board for Voltiyon.
But HTC finds an early 2H and now gets to play that zoning game that they want, trying to use these references to quickly keep him down on the ground, but the grab comes through, finally working out for Voltiyon. HTC not prepared for that one this time, but a reset to neutral really early on for them.
And that situation can be so frustrating, right? You're backdashing because you're looking for the grab, but because of the delay on the leave grab, no! But you're gonna get caught out. Fire beats the grass type Sickle Storm. Finally coming out for HDC. It's a one-touch situation, but how are you gonna be able to open up Voltiyon?
All you're gonna be able to do is use the H super to snipe him out of the sky. Even back down now, you get another good mix off this as well. Not able to find the pick afterwards, but it doesn't matter when you get another mix after every single hit. Voltiyon getting another round forward.
Yep, absolutely. Voltiyon just looking like the master of the scramble here, right? You know, you have the Oki off of that super, you're like, oh man, it doesn't kill. You're like, oh man, if only it did more damage. And Voltiyon's like, no, no, no. I get my mix off this. Even if it's blocked, I'm still probably safe. And especially if it hits, it's another scramble situation. Now you got to guess Alpha Blade, pull up for the throw, or same side low. There's just so much on the brain right now. 3-1.
Yeah, and I think that's getting to HTC. You see them, you know, like trying to make these options to cover everything that Voltiyon can do, but Voltiyon is layering so much at any single given time, just like that falling JP right there at that very tight range, finding these hits, but a good backdash gives them the start that they want. But Voltiyon just immediately counterattacks.
Yeah, just seeing a lot of these backdashes from HDC, trying to catch out that meaty situation or dodge a grab as well, but the second hit wreck are going to bring you all the way over to the corner. With the RC, you're not able to go straight into the super, but that Alpha Blade is going to get all the damage that you need to close out the round.
But another falling JP hit working out for them. Tries the J2K, but is slightly out of the range of it, so that gives HDC a chance to capitalize on that whiff. Now they get to try to get their game plan going right here, close slash connecting, but not able to find a big confirm.
Yep, stopping after the first Rekka, pulling up into a throw, keeping you in that corner once again. Gamma Blade for that meaty situation. Pull up with the DP RC. You are so bold, Voltiyon. Oh, Alpha Blade to bring you back into the corner, but said, no, 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 I want to be back on this side, actually. It's my corner, not yours. Soaring Strike, gonna put you back in there. HGC, can you stop Voltiyon's approach? No, gonna get caught from the top rope, and the super confirmed. Putting, oh wait, it's a kill!
Yeah, they're at just a pixel left, but you get to do anything you want in this post-wall break situation, and they have to commit to the FD or the throw. So Voltiyon takes that one there, now sitting up 4-1.
Super knockdown, super wall break. Either way, it's an open world game for Chip. Afterwards, gotta watch out for the Alpha Blade. And then, you know, as soon as they know that you have that on your brain, then they just run up and then, you know, go for the same side low or that throw to open you up as well. But Voltiyon just needs one more game to move on here onto the losers semifinals over HDC.
Yeah, we will have to see what they're able to bring out on deck now to really counter what Voltiyon's doing, because right now Voltiyon is getting away with murder in a lot of these situations. The zoning comes through, but the quick run up immediately after a block.
Oh, pulling up for the dash DP. Once again, we've been seeing Voltiyon do a lot of that, right? Because HGC is trying to struggle out with the backdash or with the low profile 2K. Forcing out the burst, trying to bring us back into the mid-screen. What? Wait, actually baited out the air throw by doing PRC and just JK in place. That's some layer 5 shenanigans going on right here.
And they immediately moved to layer 6 afterwards. Off that interaction, just continually mixing up again and again and again. Now HGC has to be careful. They have a pixel of life left, but the command grab a working time stop out on these Axle Bomber loops should take the round with it.
Oh my goodness. Maybe it was looking like a final Axle Bomber there, but just barely missing the input. But when you're at that low health, you know, one misinput is not going to steal the round for you. But burst is still available for HGC. Are you going to be able to bring the momentum back here?
Have to see, gets a nice throw attempt right there, but it gets counter thrown immediately by Voltiyon. And now trying to keep the pressure going. Again, don't want to give HGC any more rounds at this point. A good throw tech out. Gives HGC another chance. Clash with the 2H on the DP.
Oh, but the J2K just bringing you all the way back to the ground, but throw gonna catch you out of it. Another game on the board for HGC, finally stopping the win streak coming out from Voltiyon. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Yeah, you know, we just saw in our previous game, you know, after this 4-1 situation, the opponent was able to make the comeback. They were able to find the download and get forward, but, you know, Voltiyon has been looking like so dominant, just all their decisions being correct basically all the time. So it's you know, it's going to be interesting to see if they're able to actually adapt further, or if they've reached their limit, and you know, can they surpass it.
Yeah, let's see the adaptations on top of the adaptations, starting the round with that far slash, but Voltiyon just going to jump straight over. The Shuriken coming out as well.
I actually like this from Voltiyon. They're being a lot more passive. They're like allowed to see what HGC wants to do, so they can get a read on their information and get these adaptations to fully change their decision making. But HGC is capitalizing on all these stray hits whenever they can to take a round.
And it's like you're saying, right? Voltiyon has a few games to be able to almost sacrifice, right? To condition HGC into looking for the sky. You know, we're seeing Voltiyon after every knockdown just double jumping, triple jumping over to the skies and waiting to see when is HGC gonna commit, you know, to the air-to-airs and also the anti-airs as well, so I can just dash up on the ground for free.
Burst comes out through an immediate air toss as well. HGC may have been having to use those rounds that they were taking as a download, because it looks like they've got Voltiyon's number right there, bringing it now up 4-2 or 4-3.
Yeah, just taking to the skies for the 4-3. One more game and you can tie it up. I don't know, Voltiyon. I'm gonna be generous and assume that you're taking to the skies to try and bait out the anti-airs. I don't know, but you are also one game away from that tie situation, so you can't let HGC run away with this momentum. You have to be able to close it out here before you get to that game 9 that we keep seeing over here in West Coast One Shot, week number 1.
Well, it's definitely, you know, something that you're going to be seeing like a lot, because especially the further you get through this bracket. None of these players, I mean, from the get-go, none of these players are slouches, right? They're all going to try to go the distance. These are all some of the strongest players in North America.
Yeah.
They're going to do whatever it takes to win.
Oh, the Rensen just going straight under that that Alpha Blade from the top rope, able to get the corner situation. 6K, but no RC to keep it going after.
Now trying to capitalize on controlling the situation even more, but a great confirm from there into the super post wall break. Now for Voltiyon trying to just close stuff, saying, hey, you got your rounds, you got your time, but it's my turn to move forward through this event. Throw comes through it. I didn't think that throw would kill him through. I thought
you know, I thought that HGC was going to live with the pixel. Yeah, I agree, but looking at set point right now, Voltiyon, and you close it out here. Oh, 5K, stopping that, what I assume is a run-up throw coming out from Voltiyon. ID Axle Bomber, hello?
They've been doing that a lot, but most of the time they've been doing that with when they get leader on deck to be able to get a free mix-up on it, but it doesn't matter when you can even do it on the ground right there. HGC tying it up.
Yep, a little 5K, 6K, no burst available, so you got to be able to keep Voltiyon out here.
Yeah, here we go. Delay stagger pressure, but HGC patient to catch them as soon as they touch the ground to toss them into the corner.
Yeah, the walk back into the back throw. HGC absolutely just leveraging this patience, waiting for Voltiyon to overextend and make that mistake that you can cash out on a counter hit JH, but waiting for the burst that isn't coming.
Tapdust connected, but didn't have an RC, so they immediately just traded flashes and knockdowns, but the confirm into the super right here. Voltiyon trying to speed this up as much as possible. Positive bonus comes through. Still gets a mix after the Alpha Blade, but the 6B comes through, but not able to confirm it yet.
Yeah, 6B into the Rainwater just a little bit too early, hits a little bit too high. HGC not too happy about that combo drop, especially when Voltiyon has burst available and the 100% meter to be able to close it out, go into the super, and Voltiyon is moving on to losers semifinals, knocking HGC out 5-3.
Yeah, HGC was making that run back. They were putting in the work. They had finally found the momentum they needed to, but Voltiyon just calmed down, channeled their inner ninja, and was able to quickly close that last game out.
Exactly. When you know you're that ahead in the set count, you have to understand, and I think Voltiyon did a really good job of this, like, okay, I have a couple games that I can lose. I have to play, a little bit odd, condition some other responses, and then know what I'm looking for in these next games once I know that HGC is looking for a specific kind of playstyle from me. Yeah, it's going to be Voltiyon moving on against the winner of Jared and Jaw Drop, who I believe are playing in the losers quarterfinals right now.
Yeah, they are. It looks like they're still playing, and they're also, like we were saying, they're going the distance. They're bringing it 5-4 every game, last round, last touch, 1 second left on the clock. Trying to just slug their way through this so they can be the one to clutch it out at the very end.
Absolutely. Oh, and checking over here in the text channel, it looks like Jared versus Jaw Drop. It's going to be Jared moving on another 5-3 as well. So our losers quarterfinals are kind of synced up here. And that's going to be Jared versus Voltiyon in losers semis. But I believe we're going to be heading back onto the winners side. We'll give the losers side a little bit of a rest. And we're heading up for winners finals. Element versus BlueSkyGuy.
Yeah, this is, this is interesting, right? Where you're seeing Baiken versus Anji here in the winners finals of this. These are traditionally characters you don't see that are at this point of a bracket, right? Like, This is an invitational. This is, like a little bit more selective on who's around, but these are two characters that I think are going to be these two characters and two players really that are very good at just playing it safe and playing it slow and waiting for their opponent to capitalize on a big mistake.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be interesting to see those two playstyles clash against each other, because if you're both trying to capitalize on making a mistake, then not a lot's going to happen. But right now, BSG trying to make things work, and Element gets a good parry at the round start, gets a rope set as well, and another clash confirmed forcing the versus.
Yeah, and it's just like you're saying, right? Element absolutely just coming out of the gate, starting with the round start far slash. Oh, I'm knocked down. Let me get the parry to try and get that pressure back. And BSG catching with the delay far slash, but let's see if Element's going to switch up that tempo here after the wall. Oh, never mind, keeping the corner for another throw situation.
Throw whiff right there over for BSG, so that gives Element another chance. BSG trying to make things happen while jumping out of the corner, well tethered, but the counter hit can confirm at the very, very end, allows them to take that round.
Yeah, these micro delays coming out from BSG, the walk back at the round start, a little bit of that JD to keep yourself air stalled as well, and the hold on the Fujin to bait out the parry. Looking pretty good right now. Element, are you going to slow it down or just keep on going through? Right, tether not applied anymore.
6B clipping though at the very end and tried to parry, but BSG prepared for it and will once again try to super, but gets bursted out of it. But this time it connects.
That's what I was wondering what happened earlier. I think on the grounded burst, the fan still sticks around and is able to wall break you. I don't even know if you have an opportunity to block, but Element still fighting for his life. You're not going to go for the gun, just go straight for the close slash. ESG, you have 100 meter to leverage here. Are you going to use it? Burst is still available as well, yeah.
Oh, there we go, using that meter at the very end to get a quick tap dust RC confirm, and that's going to be BSG taking game number 1.
Yep, and I love that patience in that last interaction. You had the 100% meter. We were probably looking at, oh, are they going to BRC forward at each other and just like wait for something to happen? But BSG just waiting to see, okay, what is Element going to do? I know you also have that positive bonus. I'm confident that I can hold out on this pressure because you're going for a lot more strike throw than any particular, guessing 50-50 high lows. And I believe in my defense, and I can hold that 100 meter to close out the round.
Yeah, it's definitely like showing a lot of confidence in BSG, which I mean, you know, it's well deserved from all the games that they've had so far that we've seen go the distance, go the mileage, and they're fighting these big confirms early on against Element.
Yeah, go the mileage, choosing violence. I love that air-to-air off the tether. Knows that Element is going to go for the silly, funny Mario Party and says, no, 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 let me meet you right up here in the airspace. That cross-up Yozansen going to keep up the pressure for Element.
Great extension with it as well to force a burst out from BSG. Tries to anti-air them out, but Element blocking it. Will get tossed on the ground. Tap dust. RC confirmed once again into the super as well, just to guarantee it.
Yeah, great awareness of the Ko, but you're air blocking it, right? So it's not your turn either way. BSG taking full advantage to take that first round. Oh, the JH from the sky is a little neutral jump. Knows that Element is going to try and advance on the round start there. Going to bait out the parry as well in the corner.
But here we go. Aerial Zonson coming through. Keeps him on the ground right now. RC to try to keep it their turn. Finds a quick little check, but not able to get anything off of it. Counter hit JH. Gives him a rope.
Yep, just throwing out these JS's, trying to catch BSG because Element knows that he is wants to look for that air-to-air. Oh, but just gonna do Yozansen on the second hit of that butterfly, resetting you over to the corner situation.
So the good throw tech comes through. IAD out. Nope, you're staying down. Air throw 6HOTG, and that's BSG taking another one.
Yeah, Element so close to that 50% meter. If you had just a little bit more tension in the bank, you might have been able to RPS off of that air throw tech, but already committed to the air dash out, so that PRC into the throw is gonna end it. 2-0 right now for BSG.
Yeah, it's BSG has been doing such a good job of just allowing Element to create situations that they get big reward off of. You see them just like very cautiously. You've seen it in all their sets so far today. Just always blocking, always cautiously waiting for anything for their opponent to do, and immediately as they get called out for it, pressure them. And you're seeing it will happen once again in this match. Spin comes through to get through these Kabaris, but not able to find a way to connect afterwards. But they will use the Fujin and still keep it their turn.
Yep, exactly. You got to represent the spin every so often. Of course, BSG, you know, alternates between using the spin to be able to get in the neutral and also just running up, right? Knowing that you're looking for it, maybe looking for a throw. A little standstill tech after the wall break, and Element's going to take a quick round one.
Yeah, just knowing how aggressive Element has been being in like all these round start but wall break situations, just, you know, standing still and allow them to, you know, come forward and react accordingly to it can be pretty effective. Element also chose to stand still, but they're not choosing to stand still this time with the like 47 overheads that have been coming through so far in this.
Tuple Yozansen, what is going on? Element's like, all right, I'm tired. I'm holding down back, trying to represent high-low. I'm going high 5 times in a row just to show you I got that dog in me, and the charge just confirmed off of that burst bait as well. 1 game on the board for Element.
It really looked like they were just like making sure that their stick was working. Like, okay, can I do TK Yozansen? Like, is it actually coming out? And it was coming out for them so many times and working every single one right there.
Exactly. That's like the mid set. You're like, oh man, I wonder if my TK inputs are coming out correctly. Let me just do it 5 times in a row to make sure that I have the execution down. Nothing's wrong with my stick, and we are pulling up to game 4.
Yeah, and BlueSkyGuy off to the early start saying, all right, your stick's good, fine. Now we get to play an even, honest match, forcing a burst out for Element, but they find this 2-8 early on. BSG still gets to take them to the wall and across the skies. No.
Oh, plus frames off of it, pulling up the throw, but nice tech from Element, just holding the down back here. Knows that you were getting punished, right, for trying to weasel out with that parry earlier on. So just waiting for BSG to overextend here.
And that's the overextension that they're looking for right there. Now able to keep it up. Kicks confirm and see the boot. Pull the gun.
Yep, we got the we got the hard knockdown into that safe jump. You know, we could have gone for the parry there, but of course there's a lot else on BSG's mind. If you just go for the empty IAD to bait it out, but still in throw range to be able to kill. But nice, the spin round start is going to catch out the 2H that you can tell that Element is really leaning into this game.
Well, 2H, like, pulling them forward so much. You see a lot in this butterfly set right now. They're pressing it because it actually pulls them out of butterfly being able to hit them in a lot of situations.
It burst to return us to that mid-screen. BSG still has the meter advantage, though. PRC, you're stuck in the air, but Ko not gonna flinch.
But they will get hit off the high-low mix right at the very end right there. So now BSG gets to keep their pressuring in the corner, tosses them out, though. So Element now getting the party started.
Oh no, just a little bit too far. Both of them were looking for that throw tech, but had the meter to be able to keep yourself safe. The tether keeps you in that air range here, and BSG doesn't have any meter to contest, but the 6v clash.
Yeah. Making that clash work in Element, I don't think was prepared for that to happen. So BSG really got a lot to work and was able to close that round out right there. And is trying to do it once again, but Element finding a lot of solid hits so far.
Backing up a little bit here. We're seeing the down back coming out from BSG, and finally a 2P. Gonna get you the knockdown into this pressure that you've been looking for so long. Throw into the Shitsu, puts you in the corner, but 2S gonna get caught out by this. Never mind, not again. The parry to break the wall. BlueSkyGuy just one step ahead, always.
So Protect from Element, trying to not allow that interaction to shake him. Bursts out once again, but the 6P clips at the tip right there, and that's BlueSkyGuy now up 3-1.
Oh my goodness. And we saw that interaction, in an earlier set from BSG, but it happens so rarely, right? That you're able to, parry in between the super flash and your move being minus that, I don't know if anyone is ready for it aside from BlueSkyGuy himself.
Yeah, it's not even something that you see like Anjis in general doing or like being prepared for. Even the people that are grinding, even like some of the ones that are like people consider the strongest out there, but BSG able to do it consistently and always when it is important. They're pouring it out and guaranteeing right there. So Element now really trying to make a lot happen. Just trying to sit full screen, trying to figure out like, okay, what does BSG want to do? How am I going to be able to beat it? And I think a throw's a great start for them so far, but BSG is blocking all this pressure.
Yep, stuck in the tether shenanigans here, but finally a 2P gonna get the counter. You do not have enough time to parry on this one. That's gonna be the super wall break.
You want to parry through my gaps the last time? Fine, I'll parry through yours. Yozansen comes through at the very end right there.
Okay, Element back in it, pulling up here, trying to get that 2-3 situation started, and the counter hit. Force out the burst as well. Again, like you said, that 2H to go straight under the butterfly.
Nice JH confirm right there. Trying to find these errors that are constantly coming through, and this Tommy wall breaks, no super, guarantee the hard knockdown right there, but Element now going to be able to use that to get a good strike throw mix right here. Kabari once again connecting.
No, was looking for the reset off the first hit, Kabari, so didn't quite kill off the first opening, but this one will. 2-3 right now, Element. Trying to make it up to that tie point.
They're trying to get the run back. They're like, hey, I see what you're doing. I respect it. I understand it. But I got a sword. You just got fists. What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm trying to press through. I'm trying to make it through. I'm trying to get to that grand finals spot. But I think this is going to be another set like we've been seeing with BSG so far this entire day. It's going to go the distance, and it's not going for speed.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a marathon, not only in each individual set, right? But even though there's only 8 people in this bracket, when you have to play first to 5s against everyone until you're out, it is definitely a mental battle for sure. Forcing out the burst here with the 5K, 6K.
Pressure still keeps going through RC to get the extension, but finds a nice strike at the very end of the ground right there. Element trying to go through as much as possible and patiently waiting for BSG to make a mistake right there to close that round out.
Yep, and quite a bold Escabari from the round start here, right? But Element, over the past few games has been seeing, BSG is constantly just waiting for me to make a response, so I'm gonna wait even longer. That startup with the Escabari off to a great start. Burst to put you back into the corner as well. Build up the 50% meter for the wall break. Oh, never mind, just gonna keep the corner.
Yeah, missed the link, so even in the counter hit reset right there, BSG able to burst out now, taking it back, but Element still trying to find a gap, still trying to make something happen. The 6Ts are so clutch from BSG so far.
Ko coming out, yep, the whiff JH puts you in that meaty situation. Counter hit, Fujin's gonna be able to kill, no resources to stop the onslaught. Tied up on the round count.
Element finding another solid hit right now. Tommies are coming through, but the spin off the JH right there gonna give BSG a big hit and force element to the corner. But reversal super comes through, but is not able to connect at that distance. So BSG is able to keep their turn going.
Yep, great spacing there. Knows, oh no, the Escapari is gonna get caught up by the super though. BSG saying, all right, let me show you how to reversal super. You take the 50% meter, you bait the burst, and you take the game 4-2. BSG just needs one more to move on to winner's side of grand finals. What a read at the end there.
Yeah, BSG, like, that parry was so clutch. I mean, all their parries have been
It
so
really
clutch.
was.
Like, but like that one in particular, I'm just like, you just saw the reversal super come through. You've been put into this scramble situation, and like Element has been like varying those options in those situations so much. But you're ready to be like, yeah, you're gonna Escapari and catching them with it. Oh my goodness, BSG looking hot today.
Yeah, the parry super on the tether for better Oki. Metal is like, all right, BSG, my guy. I see you, I see you. But Element still in the game here. Burst available, but getting caught up by the butterfly on the way down. But Gold Burst gonna land.
And we'll now find the reversal super, or the super in the 2S attempt right there. Not allow BSG to get any kind of press and get a huge chunk early on into this life bar. Set once again going to the Oki. Yozanson's block though, and spin comes through as his party starts taking off.
Oh, and the tether combos keeping you in. Element gonna be eating quite a grip of damage here.
Has the meter to burn for the super at the wall as well, but Element has 100 meter on deck to make a lot happen with it. Reversal super, was it blocked? Yep. RC to keep it your turn. And stagger the pressure now.
Yup, just running that strike throw. Element doesn't want to give up their turn off of a 50-50, but gonna get caught out. The RC to close the round, and BlueSky just needs one more to close out the set.
But we've seen this happen before with people when there's still more rounds to go, that anything can happen, and Element could be the one to keep that tradition going. But BSG right now just getting tossed again and again and again and again.
Oh, it was sunset for the top rope as well. What an interesting application to the hitbox. Elements had calculated. Pulling up here with the second hit to Tommy, keeping you plus, especially with the tether situation. With 6B to snipe you out of the sky. BlueSkyGuy, can you bring this back?
Well, right now they are able to find a great counter hit to force a burst out of Element. 6B coming through once again in clutch. RC pressure though.
2K2D, Escapari, Element not afraid, knows that he has the health lead, right? So he's like, all right, I'll leave the gap here. If you mash, you know, that's just how it goes. But able to reapply the tether once again, jumping over the tatami mat.
Hey, that's a great confirm right there. Even while sitting at a pixel, they've been having to burn all of their meter to FD, so Element knows they're safe to backdash there and finds that round to keep themselves alive.
So close, almost the robbery back, but finally Fujin's gonna land its mark. The parry coming back out. Element has not been representing it after getting it baited so often in the first few games, but now letting it rock once again, put it back on the mental stack and 6B to bring you all the way over to the corner.
But not able to find the full pickup on there, so now have to go for a PRC throw setup. Butterfly out once again on the plus frames, and the throw attempt is baited with the 6H. Burst comes back at the last minute though for Element, so they're still alive. They still have a chance. They still have a dream with this good counter hit on the get-go.
Oh my god, BSG was looking for the burst bait there, wanted to get that wall splat, but now you're stuck in the corner. Element, can you bring this back? BRC gets you 2 openings, but you're not going to get a conversion off that second Yozanson, but the JH keeping you in the corner. We're moving on to another game.
Yeah, Element saying it's not over just yet. Now gonna bring it up to 3-4 for Element. And that's that nerfs that we were talking about.
Oh, that's over. Mm-hmm.
Like, anything is possible when you're on that last game. I just need one more. I just need one more. Just one more win. And that gets to you. Your hands start shaking, and your opponent can capitalize on it.
Yeah, you hate to see it. You know, you were so close. You had the 50% meter available, had Element at that pixel health, and you're like, oh, let me RC to keep it safe, but actually just gave a little bit more time for that burst to come back up, and Element taking full advantage. But you still need one more game before you can even tie it back up. And all that time, BSG has the opportunity to close it out. Stuck in the Escapari situation, though.
Yeah, and finds a great confirm off of it as well to just quickly go into the super. Right over here now, going to be able to safe jump over onto BlueSkyGuy. He's just going to be able to react to that throw tech that's coming through. But he's on still flipping him out with the parry once again. Going to be BSG starter that they're looking for.
Yep, saw the 50% meter available from Element, right? And knows that you're looking to either frame trap something or keep the pressure going with the RC. Go for the parry, but now no resources available. Used it all in the FD, but finally catches a good counter hit.
And finding all these great... Oh, burst is baited right there!
Said, all right, you took the game last time off the burst situation, but this time I'm ready. Just go for the instant RC to keep it burst safe. And once again on set point for BSG.
One thing I like about BSG's game plan so far is you can see when an Element gets into a lot of these pressure situations, they're just blocking the overhead. This Element has been going for Yozansen and like RC getting overhead Yozansen so much in these sets that it's been getting a lot of mileage. Now BSG recognizes that and is going to get as much mileage as they can, putting Element in a one-touch situation. Blocks the Yozansen once again, throw tech out, and misses the confirm for the kill right there, so they still have a chance to come back. But BSG says no.
Well, finally, and we're coming full circle, right? BSG able to close it out with that hold Fujin, baiting out the parry just at that last interaction, something we saw in those first couple games, just waiting it out, an Element on the back foot, you know, kind of reverting to that layer one once again. So that's going to be Element down in the loser's side, but not out heading into the loser's finals. So we're going to be seeing a little bit more of them later on in the stream. Yeah, BSG moving on to winner's side of Grands, and we are headed back down into losers semifinals, which is going to be Jared versus Voltiyon.
Yeah, so this is, you know, the people who have ground through the losers bracket. Voltiyon, it's actually a rematch of their winner's quarters.
Ooh,
fight.
okay.
So this one also went the distance. Jared did take it 5-4. That was at the beginning of the day. This is at the end. We've gone through the matches. We've gone through the distance. Everyone's tired, getting hungry. You know, over here on the West Coast, it's only 4 p.m., but it's still late in the day. Anything is possible at this point. And Voltiyon, you know, was looking so clutch versus HDC when we last saw them on stream. Just able to take a round, get a download, and then snowball from there.
Yeah, but let's see how that matches up against the Giovanna. Like you're saying, a run back from earlier on. So let's see if we have any adaptations in the bank from the sets that, you know, have brought them to this run back in losers semifinals.
Early on right now, just trying to go for the stagger strike throw. Finds a great hit with that risk gauge built so high. But Voltiyon bursts out of it and finds a good knockdown to keep the pressure going. But a good idea from Jared.
Yep, IBFD to try and make that spacing, but getting caught out by the jump in, just goes straight into the super. Once again, Voltiyon routing for that super wall break. And of course, the positive bonus that makes Chip so scary post wall break.
Now you see Jared trying to play the fake dash game, trying to get them to bait out, but as soon as they get into the block situation, YRC's out to take their turn back as much as they can. Good hit, 2D, keep the plus frames going, and the DP is baited long as we awaited. I couldn't finish the rest of that round, but Jared couldn't finish that round either, as Voltiyon is left with the pixel and finds the H super to connect.
Oh my goodness, Tabby's got the bars on deck, but Jared and Voltiyon playing at the pixel held no HP bar left and able to bring it back from the jaws of defeat. Voltiyon's like, you know, 1 health versus full health bar. It feels the same when you're a Chip player and able to move on after that first round.
Jared now not letting that get to them, just shaking it off as quick as possible and finding another solid confirm. Not getting the super confirm with the wall break, but we'll be able to use that meter to make something happen here.
All good. And waiting for, you know, Voltiyon, right? Not using that RC, knows he has the respect of that meter available after the wall break, and just using it immediately now, cashing out that positive bonus, but not able to open up Volt.
And a DP comes through to check him out in the leaf grab as well. Gonna be forcing Jared to stay in the corner, and the JD connects at the wall, burst baited with the RC into the super cover.
The scaling reset, break the wall, break the glass for game number 1 on Voltiyon's side.
You know, it's interesting. I could already see, you know, we didn't get to see their match on stream, but I'm already seeing those previous layers coming back out. Some of these decisions being made, like those super delayed JDs. That's not something that we saw in Voltiyon's previous set that we just had them on stream for. They
Yeah.
are now utilizing that because they know that Jared has been going for a lot of options that tool's going to be able to beat out. So they're just already. That shows you the caliber of these players. They're not going back. Oh, same opponent. We're starting right back at layer 1. They're already jumping back to layer 3, layer 4 on all of these decisions being made.
Exactly. Like you're saying, the first to 5 gives you so much time to adapt already. And now that it's a run back, referencing those previous layers, it's like, oh, there's so much on the mental stack and even more available in this current set. But pulling up for the throw puts you in the corner and just doing it once again, maybe looking for a DP from Voltiyon, but still the RC going to be able to keep it burst safe as well.
Yeah, it's also, as a chip, like once you're past that 50% health mark, you really don't want to be bursting because it's kind of a bad like use of the resource economy. So it definitely is smart to just go for the optimal zone, try to bait the burst when it gets too late, unless you're closing out the ground, because that's what Voltiyon's trying to do right now with all these counter hits again and again.
Yep, so back and forth right now. Voltiyon on that one-touch situation. Positive bonus chip. Any opening should be enough to RC and take it. Nice mash on the Gamma Blade, but it's not enough. The scramble coming back here for Voltiyon.
But Jared, already checking, seeing that Voltiyon wants to keep going for these scrambles again and again and again. Not going to allow those situations to happen. Trying to utilize these gaps, trying to utilize these press lanes into their favor. PRC gets an overhead. It should get 3 extra damage now in this wall break.
Oh, and the DP RC for Geo is so scary, right? You're just barely off the ground. Are they going to go for the empty low or a little cheeky JK? The 6-piece says, get off of me. And a game on the board for Jared right now, tied up 1-1.
Yeah. Definitely going to be, like I said, we saw in the previous set that it was a 5-4. This is already looking like it's going to be the same thing. These opponents are already catching on to what each other wants to be doing, and then be constantly pressuring them out again and again and again, making them use all their mental power. But even when doing so, in that, you still have more matches to go through. You're on the loser side, so at least 3 more that you need to win to take this whole thing. So you can't be wasting all the energy too much on a single game.
Exactly. You got to be able to preserve the mental. You're looking to win this set, but of course you have to think about the rest of the bracket as well. Just go straight into the super, play out the whole animation. Voltiyon gets a little bit of a chance to take that deep breath.
They're not getting those chances right now because they're getting clipped with the overhead. Better put on a hard hat for this next round. At the end of that one with a perfect.
That overhead is not OSHA certified. That shit is going to go straight through the hard hat regardless. But Jared pushing on after this next round says, all right, no burst available. I'm going to pull up and start my turn. But oh no, the Alpha Blade going to put you back into the corner. And again, the positive bonus for Voltiyon.
Oh,
no, never mind.
Though. And the burst it didn't connect over there as it was too high up, and Giovanna's a little lower to the ground. So Jared finds a great hit into the super confirm as well, putting Voltiyon in a one-touch situation at this post-wall break with 50-meter on deck, staggering out right now, trying to get them to bait a DP or bait the meter, but the H super has been working out for them so much today in these minor gaps. Now gets a free mix off of it as well with 50-meter. Should be able to take it right here.
Oh no, and the burst getting baited again, back to back. Jared just unable to use the resource, and Voltiyon once again just snatching it from the jaws of defeat, right? It was looking pretty rough. Losing like 80% of your HP in 2 interactions said, no, I am down, but not out. Especially after that super coming out, right? Just using such great use of it to expose those gaps in the block string.
And that's not even a super that you see a lot of chip players going for, because generally it's like, it can be a little weak, and it's a Guilty Gear tradition for that chip super to always like mess up and not work appropriately in a given situation. But Voltiyon has been making it work again and again and again.
Yeah, just doing such a great job. When you have DPRC on the table as well, it's like, oh, do I really want to use 50% meter for this? But of course, maybe you might be able to catch a backdash or some other options that the DP would not be safe on. But Jared just absolutely chewing through the health bar. We saw the situation last game though, right? Voltiyon on the 1 HP and able to bring it back. Jared, can you find a good match here?
Yeah, and you're keeping them in the corner as well. It's oh so hard, but the BRC comes through, but you didn't see that the 2K was coming up, but the wall break now is forced, so at least Jared gets reset back to neutral, gets the BRC, try to catch him out from doing something crazy.
Oh no, off of the cross-up, no OTG option available to kill Voltiyon, but finally the 5P comes through a little elbow check.
Yeah. Knowing it's like, you know, if I let them do this block string, I let them do this mix-up, I'm probably dead. If I just bash out, I have a chance of winning. Might as well do it, might as well take that risk as well. And just like you can tell, these dogs coming through, getting another good wall break right here. Jared uses the PRC to try to catch him out, but the mobility from Chip is too much. Voltiyon gets to take their third match.
Oh, a little dash 5K to go under the IAD, but Voltiyon catching you back on the way down. Trying to leverage that FD to stop the pressure, but Voltiyon is pulling up with the RC. And burst to get you out of that corner, but still, it's so scary. The spiral arrow right in your face. Voltiyon just not responding in time.
More pressure, YRC out by Jared, but the JD once again coming through into the super confirm. That's Voltiyon tying this one up.
Yep, break the glass once again. Voltiyon, can you be up 2 games here? Is Jared going to cash out on that damage to the SDP? It's going to be a big whiff, and Voltiyon gets to start that pressure.
Jared quickly takes it back right now. The Stagger's keeping it going low, gets a burst bait as well for this. Should get a huge reward. Actually, you'll just get around.
You know, I was like, Chip doesn't have a lot of health, but we're a couple hits into the combo, right? Surely this doesn't, and then I saw the health bars disappear off the screen. I was like, ah, one of those combos, and Jared up 2-3 right now, trying to look for that tie point, but you know, Voltiyon has just been doing such a great job of clutching the round back, even at those 1% health situations, that it's scary every game.
Yeah, it'll be you know, it's interesting because you've been seeing it go back and forth, but Voltiyon got that one round that they were able to take ahead of the snowball. Once Jared got it back on track, so far it's going to be looking like Voltiyon will be able to close it out. If the pattern continues, it's going to be up to Jared, I think, to really change that flow and try to have to take a couple of rounds ahead to clutch this one out. But Voltiyon keeping it cautious at any single life bar. It does not matter what. Tries to bait out the DP on Jared, but it doesn't matter when you get DP'd. It's likely to lose.
Yeah, exactly. Only one of those is actually invul, so you're going to get caught out there by the Beta Blade. Little FD dash jump there, try and catch something out from Voltiyon, but yep, matching on the Gamma Blade brings us back out to the neutral.
Good throw set right there. Jared jumping out saying, I'm good, no thank you, BRC, to try to catch him. But the 5K connects off that, but was not able to find no pickup off the weird interaction. So Jared instead OTGs them in the corner. Take that one.
Yeah. Yeah, the 5K, you know, hitting right above you, probably not something you're super used to. So understandable that Jared didn't quite have the conversion there, but still able to close the round back out. But Voltiyon fighting back, a little IAD grab, keep you on your toes right now.
And they're going to keep you on your toes as well as on your back as you're getting tossed all the way to the other side of the screen. That's the low once again. RC comes through to try to bait the burst. Jared hold on.
All right. Tied up on the round count once again. Voltiyon about to get the burst back up.
Good trades right there, just trying to keep the neutral, trying to not let Voltiyon get too much, but these sweeps coming through into the super confirm from downtown to get a wall break as well.
Alexa, activate gap, which is to say Rekka 2 into the super, get you the positive bonus. Voltiyon up quite a bit in the resources, but Jared looking to tie up that health count and bait out the burst as well.
Oh, but not able to get the full pickup, so instead we'll just get across them, try to get these extra hits while you can, but as they've seen before, Voltiyon is not afraid to do whatever it takes to win at any point. 6K RC coming in clutch at the last minute. Confirms into the super.
Alrighty, Voltiyon, another game on the board. I believe I might have gotten the scores wrong earlier, so I think we're waiting on Sim to check the VOD just to keep these commentators honest. You know, sometimes they can watch a whole first to 5, but they can't count to 5. You know, that's on me. So we're waiting. We're waiting.
Yep, so it does look like that previous one was 2-2, so it is now 2-3 Voltiyon.
Oh, okay, there we
now
go.
2-3 Voltiyon.
All is well in the world. Thank you guys for checking. Of course, even us commentators up here on the desk can make mistakes. I say as Tabby has not made any of those mistakes, but I'm lumping her in with me just to spread the blame a little bit. But heading into game number 6.
Hey, you know, we all got to share the blame here today, just like Jared's trying to share the damage with Voltiyon coming through. getting a quick round kill as we try to clean that up with a perfect.
All right, burst still available on both sides because obviously Voltiyon just gonna hold on to it, right? Says, all right, I got that chip health. I'm gonna write this round off for a little bit. I'm not gonna fight too hard for it. The counter hit gonna come out here and force out the burst from Jared.
Checking nice catch of the toes right there, allowing Jared to still keep their turn. But as soon as the gap came, Voltiyon was like beta blade, hold this DP, but Jared not letting that get them.
Oh no, finally gonna get caught out by the J2K from the top rope here, and again, the Rekka Super. We've seen it once, we'll see it again to break that wall and take the round.
Yeah, and Voltiyon still holding on to that burst from the get-go, not having to have spent it yet. Jared is trying to make that opportunity happen in this round. We'll have to be careful. Juice box is nearly full. That risk gauge is building. Danger, danger, danger. Voltiyon just jumps out. Just kidding. 6P counter hit. Can be big damage.
Yep, and we might see Voltiyon just hold on to the burst for the entire game, right? Knows that Jared has been staring at that big blue bar the entire... All right, never mind. I take it back. Gonna use it to try and force your way out of the corner extension, but holding on to it for so long that Jared was like, all right, I'm just gonna continue the combo.
It's one of those, like, you gotta use it. If you expect me to be baiting it constantly, I'm just gonna take it from you when I can. But Voltiyon not letting that life bar get to them again and again and again, over and over. 100-meter RC. Jared tries to gold burst out, but spaced out this time.
Oh my god, Rekka 2 into the RC, just gonna do it again, but thankfully we have no meter for the Rekka Super. Use it for the RC so Jared has a little bit of breathing room here.
And finds the catch with the 2K right there to close that one out, bringing it now to 3-3.
Yep, tied up on the set count once again. You know, I know it sounds like deja vu. I know it sounds like the commentators up on the desk or on that instant replay. But all of these sets so far, everyone that's come up on stream has just been so back-to-back, just fighting for these tie points over and over again. So let's see who's able to pull out ahead in this game number 7.
Yeah, we will have to see who can pressure on through and break this tie right now. He's going to be the one to get that first started, forcing the burst out from Jared.
Yep, there we go. Okay, big counter hit coming out here.
All right, pressure going through, nice, 5K.
Yep, DP to put you back into the corner as well. Now Jared has no burst available, waiting for the 50% meter, but the fast RC going to keep that pressure up.
They're coming through again and again, getting a nice 6H on the wall break. Jared, though, still sitting 50 meter on deck.
Yep, dash up, BRC to keep that mix going, but a well-placed mash from Voltiyon is going to get you out and take that round. Yep, 5K OTG into the JH, pulling up here, forcing Jared into the corner. Burst is available, and you know Voltiyon is looking to bait it. No, a little bit too early on the confirm.
Here once again, a fast RC onto the mix right there. Good backdash on the leaf grab, but tried to... I think there was a throw attempt that may have been came out of 5D, so Voltiyon getting a big punish on it.
Oh no, just run up for the same side low. Voltiyon, of course, knows you're looking for that Alpha Blade, looking for the throw, but sometimes you just gotta throw out the little leggy to take it with the perfect. 4-3 right now. Just needs one more game.
But if anyone can do it to Voltiyon at this point, it would be Jared, as they're the only match that's happening right now. So Jared still has the potential to come back from this, but Voltiyon has been looking clean, and I think he's got in their head a little bit towards the end right there. Like, hey, I got these these really solid Rekka confirms. I was able to find the same side low while you were trying to watch out for other stuff. It'll be interesting to see if Jared can make that make those major changes if they need to.
Yeah, let's see. Can you bring it back here, Jared? Forced into the corner once again. We've seen this situation, but a little IBFD trying to, you know, wiggle out of the defense a little bit more.
Good check on the pair on the DP attempt right there. Forces burst out from Voltiyon early on, and a nice BRC to slow it down. Recognize what's going on, capitalize on it where you can.
Oh, little 2K2D stagger pressure. Gonna get caught out by the FD walk back from Jared. Has the corner situation, but no meter to be able to kill off it. The OTG can clean it up, though. No
need to spend meter when you can just do it for free. And now trying to once again dash bait So Voltiyon prepared for this time, checking them, just getting these solid knockdowns to try to go into mix afterwards. But a nice 6P on the Gamma Blade.
Oh, IBFD, but you're still going to be in range of that far slash. And of course, if we get the far slash, we get the Rekka. If we get the Rekka, we get the super, and Voltiyon. Positive bonus available.
Oh, and finds another great overhead off that. Now tied it up and setting it to match point.
And Lap in the chat, every time they see the Rekka super, gotta call it out. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go through the chat replay and count how many times we saw that. But of course, you know, if you're able to get that hard knockdown into the positive bonus on a character that is able to use it so well off of so much mix, of course you're gonna go for it again. The Rekka super, Laprise, say the line.
Jared already had used their Gold Burst earlier on and wasn't even able to make it work. Voltiyon finding all these hits again and again and again, this time going low. Positive bonus working for them, mixing it up. Jared's got one more interaction in the same side low. Once again, gonna close it out. And that's Voltiyon gonna take that one over Jared.
Yep, 5-3, and moving on to losers finals against Element, who has been sitting pretty waiting for the opportunity to get that run back against BlueSkyGuy.
Yeah, you know, Element's gonna be one of them, but they have to fight, you know, a brand new opponent this time. These two players were on opposite sides of the bracket, so they had not interacted with each other. They haven't seen each other in losers yet or anywhere, so it's gonna be a fresh match for the both of them. Biken versus Chip.
Yeah, exactly. They've been avoiding each other the entirety of the bracket, but of course, they've been having to face off against the other demons who got invited to one-shot exhibition. So, of course, great job. You know, even for the O2ers who pulled up, of course, 25% of any bracket, you know, whether it's 256 people or 8 invited to the invitational, of course, that is just how it goes. But I'm sure those games were extremely close as well. But, you know, doing our best, and we're heading on into losers finals right now. The home stretch of the one-shot exhibition West Coast version week number 1.
Yeah, you know, it's this has been a great show so far. You know, as we wind down and get our players into it, give them a little time to stretch. Once again, please check out the Match Arena for this event. There's no codes or anything like that to claim, but if you're feeling generous, you know you have the means to support it and you want to, it's always an option available there for you. Right now, you know, I think we are still sitting at what we were looking at before. You have $140 in the prize pool for our players today. So it'll be very interesting to see, you know, if that gets them, if they're even aware of it. Because they definitely, you know, I've seen players when they, you know, they'll be talking and they hear, oh yeah, the Match Arena hit $300, and then they start shaking. They get nervous.
They're just like, oh, what Match Arena? Like, I thought we were just like playing for honor at this point. Like, you know, I didn't know there was any money attached. I thought it was just for the one-shot opportunity. I thought we were qualifying for the money. But of course, you know, like we said before, if you guys want to contribute to the Match Arena, feel free to. But of course, shout out to the people who have put it in previously. The Symbolists for putting in 25, Chainsaw May for the 25, Maggie DeFranco with the 50, It Is Kevin with the 10, P for Shaw with the 10, and Crack with the $20 as we head into losers finals. Once again, Element versus Voltiyon.
Already off with an I-80 start, trying to go for the J's, trying to constantly mix them up with these Alpha Blades as well, setting the momentum to say, hey, I'm in control, but Element quickly trying to take it back, trying to change the speed to be in Biken's favor. Instead, RC through to keep pressure, but the throw whiffs, so Voltiyon gets another chance to take their throw.
Yeah, pull up with a little Gamma Blade action, but Element is just going to double jump his way back out. But Voltiyon, maybe a little dash block or dash under shenanigan, putting you back into the corner when you couldn't even see him on the screen.
And these trades are going to be adding up and not in your favor, so Voltiyon able to close it with the quick little hit of the toes at the very end. Trying to get through this as quick as possible to fight PSG.
Yeah, and like in some previous sets, right, we're seeing a lot of Element representing that parry earlier, especially off of these scrambly, not quite hard knockdowns, to see how you're going to respond to it. Are you going to go for the immediate meteor? Do you always have the parry on your mind? But 6P on the way back down, Voltiyon, Rekka super, as always. You know we got those conversions to break the wall.
All right, nice block of the Alpha Blade this time coming through. Yellow Blades try to take their turn. Delay on the attempt. I think that PRC was trying to be a YRC right there, but Voltiyon not going to even allow that interaction to get into their head as they'll just quickly close it out, baiting the burst and taking that first game.
Yep, and Voltiyon absolutely hunting for that burst point there, right? Off of the Rekka Super, able to get that positive bonus, and especially when Chip moves as fast as he does, he is able to build up so much meter. So RC for the burst bait. Oh no, okay, I'm just gonna RC again. Okay, and then you get it the third time. You're like, oh, you finally bursted because you only have that pixel health. You have to, or you lose the game. But heading into game 2 here, a quick one for Voltiyon.
Duel 1.
See what Voltiyon and Element both say do. Just playing patient, just trying to press buttons. They have a lot of the options that you can see from both of them, but the Johnson comes through over for Element, trying to stake their turn, try to set the momentum. I think it's a big thing with this set. These are two players that have been really, really momentum heavy, because as soon as they're able to get anything going, they're steamrolling, but if the opponent takes the lead ever so slightly, they're able to get ahead. It's going to be interesting to see J2K connecting. Alpha Blade's connecting again and again and again. JS into the PRC confirmed, but it misses! So Element is able to find a button to press out.
Yep, and great patience from Element there, right? You have such a big health lead, but of course, across all of these stream sets, we've been seeing Voltiyon robbing round after round at that 1 HP shenanigans, right? And that kind of leans into it, right? Like, when you're at that 1 HP, your opponent is thinking, oh, I just need 1 5P, 1 2K to be able to close it out. That opens them up to, 3 meaties in a row. And finally, just waiting it out, waiting for Voltiyon to overextend here, and now, this round looking pretty rough for Volt.
Connected though to allow them to get the party started, and these Alpha Blades have been so on point for them, but that wall break wasn't, unfortunately, just slightly too low, so Element is able to tech off and close the round with an RC at the very end. Element quickly tying it up 1-1.
Yep, 1-1 on the set score. I hate this commentary curse, Tabby. Every time I'm like, oh, looking pretty rough for Voltiyon. Voltiyon just like wall techs or like air dashes out of the corner and starts running the pressure. And then as soon as I stop saying something, Voltiyon starts getting hit again. I'm like, no, I can't say anything without affecting the game state. They have to have the stream open right now. Close the stream. I know you guys are listening to the commentary over there. You can watch the VOD later as we go into game number 3.
That's the curse we have to bear as we're on the mic so far. But a good parry from Element, getting some solid damage, and a BP bait as well, trying to bait out the burst. We'll get the full extension, so the burst comes late from Voltiyon.
Oh, a little IB on that aerial from Element. Gives them the opportunity to punish on the way back down. The 6-speed catching you out in air throw. Voltiyon cannot stay in the skies, and you can't stay on the ground either. Getting caught out by the Yo Johnson.
Yeah, forcing a 50-50 at that end situation is always so hard to deal with. Johnson hitting from behind. And now trying to get the pressure going. Good air-to-air with the JK right there, but still will keep their damage going.
Voltiyon holding stand block as well. Even before Element had that 50%, knows that he has that dog in him and is ready to let it rock. But great reaction to the Escabari. Little Beta Blade to stop that tether.
Nice, JK confirm into the K super to break the wall. Oh no, actually slightly too far off for it.
I was gonna say, there is no shot this breaks the wall from mid-screen, right? But I think Element, having seen Rekka Super so many times, was like, okay, I have to guess for game after the wall break. And then when it didn't go through that animation, wasn't ready for the block after. But it's okay, we refresh the mental and go straight into the next round, taking a quick 70% from Voltiyon.
You're actually taking a quick death after that quick little BRC mix at the very end, and that's Element now up 2-1.
All right, opponent has returned to the room. Might have been a little, opponent's connection. And okay, never mind. They're still in the lobby. We are big chilling. Guys, we got to be thankful. I know the Strive servers have been pretty frustrating lately. Whether you're playing in the tower or even, it seems like it's going into the lobbies right now. I don't want to jinx it, so I'm not going to give it the full thank you, but I am glad that the tournament has been running as smoothly as it has up until now. So once again, big shout out to Rachel and Symbolist for organizing this, keeping the stream running and making sure that the stream queue is all good. Make sure to give your TOs and hosts a big thank you as we go into game number 5. Oh, sorry, game number 4. My bad.
Yeah. See, trying to add those extra rounds once again, Jace.
So hard every time. It's okay, I got Tabby to carry me. One of us can count to 5, and it is not me, but Voltiyon counting on the seconds until you're able to open up Element, the YRC, to stop that pressure.
And again, it's a quick OTG at the very end of it as well to quickly close that round out right there. Voltiyon, I think, it's it's definitely getting them. Like, hey, Element's ready to just block a lot of what I'm going to be bringing on the table, and every single time they get hit is dealing so much damage that the bike can use brings to the table. So I've got to be the one to capitalize on it. Alpha Blade into another solid confirmed super. This one will wall break.
And now finally bringing us all the way down. Yep, that JD adjusting the height on the way down as well. Now Voltiyon just going for that chip Alpha Blade, but putting yourself in the corner. I had such a hard time tracking where Voltiyon was going to be. I just see the little floating timer above the invisible chip. I'm like, all right, I see.
And another great confirm right at the very end, but Viking, eats her Wheaties every morning, still has enough health to take another interaction, but you don't have enough to take an Alpha Blade to the skies. Yeah, Voltiyon tying it up.
Doesn't matter how many calcium supplements you take, when Chip is breaking your ankles with the Alpha Blade post-wall break, especially when you have that 50% meter to break it up as well. But gonna reset off the first hit. Kabari Element not gonna be able to open up Voltiyon just yet.
But the JD will connect as Element tries to pressure once again, so Burst is now forced out at this point and will counterattack after the Tatami.
Oh no, not believing in the positioning of the screen to be able to get the wall break off the Rekka Super, so just holding on to that 50% meter, and it's coming up huge. Voltiyon keeping the corner and able to close out this game, tied up 2-2 right now.
Voltiyon doing a really, it's like we were saying, Element was doing a really good job playing it patient, just waiting for Voltiyon to make a lot of mistakes, but now Voltiyon is doing these slight delays on all their pressures. You see them now adapting JD more into a lot of what they're doing as well, because that's going to cover a lot of the ground to air options that Viking wants to bring to the table. So it's going to be interesting to see how Element tries to combat that. We've also seen them not been going for Yozansen as much, like we saw in their set versus BSG, where they're just like, okay, I'm gonna go for 72 overheads in a row. Are you gonna be able to block it? So it's been interesting.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Let's see. It looks like Voltiyon really has Element's number right now. Element, of course, able to take those 2 games. The adaptation and the momentum looking in Voltiyon's favor right now. Just gonna step right out of range of that Yozansen, but not out of range of the parry.
Great confirm off this, now gets to go for the safe jump. BRC mix catching him low this time, forcing a burst out from Voltiyon immediately. Counterattacks to force the burst out. The H super this time is blocked for the PRC.
Oh, the J2K catching you on the way down as well. Great usage of that air normal from Voltiyon. Knows you don't really have anything else that's going to hit at that range and confirm into a combo. The round on the board.
Nice use of the Yozansen to confirm at the very end. Safe jumps coming through, trying to bait out Voltiyon from doing something crazy. But right now, Voltiyon just blocks confidence to FD everything that's coming through. So they finally get caught by the 2.
Yep, into the Tatami safe jump, but now sees the gap. Voltiyon knows you're looking for that strike throw pressure, looking for the delays, and immediately going for that Beta Blade.
They went for DP again, but Element wasn't able to punish it. They will be able to find it after a quick little throw right there.
Knows you're looking for the DP. Just pull up with a throw, catch it in that startup. Catching you down backing as well. Tied up on the round count. Voltiyon waiting for this burst to come back up.
Once again, Yozansen coming through. See, Element must have the stream on here, and it's like, hey, you're not going for overhead enough because they're doing it plenty enough. Now, YRC comes through. Yozansen again. Yozansen again.
No, they're hearing you. They have the stream open. Elements like, oh, you want to see Yozansen? Hold up. I'll show you this 2-3-6-9 input, but Voltiyon just showing us the super straight out of the gate, catching you on the way down. No Rekka required.
Good blocks on the Alpha Blade, but it's still Voltiyon's turn. Nice hit. Element able to steal it back right now, but not able to deal enough damage to kill just yet. Anything can happen right here. Voltiyon finds a great confirm. RC out, but Burst is safe.
I know, it's so scary. You want to use that 50% meter to bait out the burst, but if Element's just going to hold on, the far slash is going to put the game in their favor. The tie, once again, broken. Element 3-2, but we are in the first of 5. We still have a little bit of wiggle room. I see you over there in the chat saying Rekka Super. No, not every time. 90% of the time it's Rekka Super, but that one in particular just caught Element on the way back down.
Getting into it. These players have gone through the gauntlet to get through this far. They only have a little bit further to go. We'll see what can happen here as Element gets a great round start option. Now forcing the tether on Voltiyon.
Yep, let's see. Oh, but the tether, unfortunately not going to be able to bring Voltiyon back down to the ground, getting caught out by that JH and forcing out a burst from Element.
Nice JH once again, gonna get a very solid confirm, but not dead just yet. We've seen Voltiyon make comebacks like this before. RC to take their turn back, but Element able to block the drill kicks from the skies to take that one to try to move it.
Yep, willing to RPS off of that blocked J2K. Are you going to go for grab? Are you going to be crazy and go for a DP? Let me just match the 5P. I've got the help to hold on. But Voltiyon, not a lot of help in the bank, especially when you have that blocked DP. Just going straight up into it. Maybe trying to bait a burst that wasn't quite there, but Element able to pick it up with a quick RC.
Element definitely feeling the momentum from those last couple sets, able to realize like, okay, yeah, I got this. You know, I'm recognizing the gaps. I'm seeing through the matrix to beat through the chip menace of Voltiyon so far.
Just needs one more game to move back onto grand finals. It'll be on the loser side, but you are blood hungry for the revenge, the run back against BSG, especially when it was a game as close as a 4-5. You know you have it in you, but you still gotta make it past Voltiyon. He is not gonna make it easy for you.
But how many times have we all said, oh, you've got one more game, and then we've got 4 more that happen afterwards. Make it all the way to the last wire. So definitely anyone can still take this at any point. You can't let your guard down now. Voltiyon gets a nice jumping heavy confirm.
Oh no, but gonna get grabbed out of it. Maybe waiting for a little bit of stagger pressure, waiting for Element to go for that parry, but knows if you're looking for that invincible reversal, I have a little bit of time to get that back throw position.
And now finding another hit into the Rekka super confirm at the wall. Element still has a chance to be alive, has 50 meter on deck, so can play it a little safe if needed. RC coming through, but the super comes through at the J2K gap, and it does connect right here and kills at the wall.
No Rekka required. The windshield wiper wiping the bug that is Chip off of the face of the earth. One round on the side of Element, just needs one more, but every time I say just needs one more, it's potential commentator curse. The JK catching you out, pushing you over into the corner. No super available off that Rekka. Never mind.
But there was. Oh my goodness, Voltiyon fighting another great confirm. Now Element gonna have to hold this mix once again. Just going for Gamma Blade, just going for the plus frames, trying to strike through, knowing the Element has been ready to block a lot that has come through. And once again, the super comes out, but the Alpha Blade still catches it and is able to take the round.
It hits. I was like, oh, Voltiyon, great bait on the super. Gonna catch it with the falling button. And then I see it, you know, the Alpha Blade on the way back, you know, still able to put out that hitbox. Element still gotta be careful here. Voltiyon is looking to rob this back and tie it up once again.
But this is the start they need. Has a great life lead. Gets the super, not super, sorry, the throw PRC right there, but was not able to get a knockdown off of it as it was slightly too early. So now Voltiyon gonna capitalize that. Keep him into the corner and get another great confirm with the punch of super.
Ooh, just gonna knock you straight through the wall once again. Fujiyama gang shit and gonna get caught out by the Alpha Blade. Nice jump on the leaf grab though. Burst is still available from Voltiyon, but you know Element's looking for it. Are you gonna gold burst through this for the meter? No, just hold on.
And you actually get a full punish on this. Oh no, you missed the pickup, so Element now able to almost close it out, but the burst comes through and the H super connects. Oh my god.
Voltiyon, we're gonna call that one planned. You said, all right, I wanted to end it with the super. If I got the full confirm off of the super punish, it wouldn't be as funny. I gotta represent that H super. I know you guys are used to Rekka super, but this one is the one to close it out. All right, another game on the board for Voltiyon here, just barely stopping Element moving on.
I just still enjoy. There was so much that happened at the end of that last set that was like, oh, they got it. Oh, no, they didn't. Oh, no, they got it. Oh, no, they didn't.
Oh, yes. Oh, no. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, moving right on back into it. Let's see it. Element, once again, still at match point, but still, looks like Voltiyon is getting back off of the back foot, already forcing out the burst as well to try and keep that corner situation. If you can weasel your way back out, you're in a good spot. But TK Ozanson, of course, keeping you back in.
Yeah, forces the burst after that situation as well. So Voltiyon now gonna try to be mixing them up after that JD knockdown and just will stagger pressure into the Rekka super and get a wall break. But this is element 50 meter on deck in the post wall break, so they can play patient, they can play it safe as long as they have to just wait to see what Voltiyon wants to do, but they want to make sure they don't even get a chance to use it. Alpha Blade to close that round out.
Yep, catching out a throw tech attempt there as well. Element trying to go for that back throw incident, but unfortunately the JS is going to whiff, and Voltiyon from downtown from the top rope is going to catch you out as well.
Right there, Yozansen RC though. It's the start of that element needs big damage coming through.
Yep, a little staircase combos. Elevator's busy right now, and we are speed running it, just trying to close it out before we make it to that 4-4 point. Chip Alpha Blade going to be blocked.
These run-up DPs have been so on point for Voltiyon though this entire tournament so far. The RC blocks the Alpha Blade and now gets another hit, but not able to find the round to close out. So Voltiyon going to capitalize on it with a pixel left, forces a burst from Element.
Yep, and Voltiyon holding on to the RC, right? Or holding on to the super. Knows that you're looking for that burst. Okay, the JS from the sky, but at least you now know that you don't have burst to worry about for this entire next round. Once again, still set point for Element though.
Nice overhead into the Ozansen, just trying to add that damage up while trying to bait out the burst as well. But you can't let Voltiyon get a single gap out, because if you do, that will spell danger for you. Another good solid hit. Voltiyon has to be very, very careful here.
Oh no, not quite able to take it off the Escobari, but the throw is... All right, Element moving on 5-3 over Voltiyon and moving on to winner or loser's side of Grand Finals to get the run back against BlueSkyGuy.
Yeah. So they're right back at it, right back to where we saw in the winners finals, the set that went the distance every single game. It was always like almost every single game of their previous set was a last touch, last round situation. This is I can't say anything. Element has definitely, had the momentum on their back now because they just came from their loser side. They had that game to warm up. PSG has had a little bit of time to relax, watch the losers, try to get a download on how they're wanting to play. So, it really, anything is possible here. Either of these players could be the one to take it. We won't know until the final KO comes up.
Yeah, exactly. It's so hard to say, right? Is the losers run momentum going to be enough to get the adaptation on BlueSkyGuy? Or BSG, who of course has probably had the stream open the entire time, is like, okay, what do I need to look out for Element here? What have they been leaning into? And are they going to switch it up for our set? But the spin going to switch it up and go straight through that far slash.
And gets a nice super confirm at the very end of it. It does seem to be interesting if they actually decide to go for a safe jump or not off it. Looks like they are, just to check to make sure the Element is still respecting it, but they're not respecting the press afterwards. Fujin takes that first.
Yep, the perfect to start it out, trying to stop Element's momentum immediately, but, even one good round isn't going to be enough just for a whole first to five, especially when you got the blood in your eyes like Element, but the counter hit Fujin, going to be able to cash out in the corner here.
And once again, super confirm coming through. Just going to constantly be pressuring Element again and again and again, saying you do not get to do too much, but you will get a throw tech this, and now reset back out.
Oh, yeah, the bird holding that space as well. BSG able to make his way back in and force the burst out from Element. 50 meter available, about to be another 100, but...
Again, resetting out, trying to get a little scrambly, but the hit from BlueSkyGuy up in the skies will bring them that first game into their favor.
Yep, Sky looking blue, Sky looking like a little jump K to close out the first game. A little Fujin movement, as they're saying in the chat. So let's see if Element's going to be able to adapt. I mean, it's the second set. You have a little bit of time. Of course, you're hot off of your loser's momentum, but it can get in the mental like, oh man, this is the guy who sent me down into losers in the first place. Am I going to be able to clutch it out?
Yeah, and then as well as you're dealing with that, you're still thinking about your last set a little bit, like, what could I have done better? There was some interaction but you have to let that pass go. You have to only think forward right now. BlueSkyGuy's at that point, but they'll get 2H'd by Element coming through.
Yep, once again, just seeing that interaction going straight under the butterfly that BSG has been representing in the neutral, right? Trying to take a little bit of that space. Element doing a great job of reacting to it. Just going straight under 2H once again, coming up huge for a quick first round.
Yeah, nice counter hit on the tatami, forcing BlueSkyGuy to now have to respect that pressure to keep the frames on their side. Damage is adding up as well after that.
The Escabari to go straight through the spin as it was coming out into the strike. Element is looking so strong right now with the perfect as well. Just gonna close it out and tie up the game set. All right, I know you sent me into losers, but you gotta remember that that last set was a 4-5. I am still gunning for that spot, and I'm not gonna make it easy for you to close out this set.
Yeah. Still can bring anything out there. And you know, like we were saying before, this has been less go the distance as their previous set was. They definitely, you know, it's I think both these players are you know, it's been a long day, it's been a long event, a lot of mental stress going through this. The decision making is not going to be on point. They're relying more onto their decision making from their previous sets to shape their path forward, just like that Element running forward, getting the safe jump set onto the tether.
Yeah, the big jump H. We saw a little side switch action. Wasn't sure what side they were on as they were up in the sky right there. But in the sky, the JH going to bring you on the way back down. Escobar for the plus frame is going to get opened up by that strike throw.
Even it's safe once again, using that Escobar to super good effect as BSG has wanted to be pressing either some faster options or spin, and Escobar delaying itself enough to go through and like catch them right at the very end.
Exactly. Definitely pretty committal, right? But it stays right out of range of a lot of what BlueSkyGuy has been trying to represent on that round start. So great adaptation from Element. What is your answer, BSG?
Well, right now your answer is still get hit. We'll have to see what can come up the next time, because now you have to hold the safe jump coming through from Element, but you'll just backdash out of the rest of the pressure that they were able to throw. Right there into the super confirm right after the tatami.
Nah, that's evil. The perfect to just go into. Okay, I'm minus. Yeah, they're probably gonna match here. Yeah, 50% meter. Yeah, it's looking like a super situation here to take another game.
It's definitely something like, you know, it's pretty reasonable if you think they're gonna press like a slower button as well off the minus, because you know you're not not everyone has the tools to deal with that at that specific range. I don't think Anji has anything to actually like hard punish it. So you know they're gonna be taking their turn back. You give themselves a little bit of a gap. As well, super. What's the worst that could happen? I eat 50%. Okay, I still have 50% health left to go for the rest of that game.
Yep. All right, off to a great. Oh, never mind. I thought you were gonna get something off of that 2P, but first to keep the corner against Element here. Go and keep you in that corner situation, opting not to break the wall.
And opting to also bait the burst while they're at it now. Keep them down in the corner, tossing them once again. Butterfly set. You gotta hold all this that's coming through. Element 50 meter to close the round.
Yep, dash on through. Didn't even need the wall break to close it out. No burst available on either side, so we're going to be fighting in the neutral here for that first knockdown.
Rio Zonson finally coming out from Element, adding that now to the repertoire of tricks.
Yep, and once again, using that Escabari, even in BSG's face, knows that they're waiting for something. And if they're going to give them so much respect, Element is going to catch out for the plus frames, but still eating so much damage now that you've been pushed over to the corner. BSG just resetting into the bird.
Once again, nice hit over there, getting a very solid confirm. RC should be able to actually close the round off of this. Oh no, wasn't in range to super, so they had to just go for the Kamari break.
Yeah, you hit. Oh my god! Oh my god! No shot. All right, BSG has actually had like 5 godlike parries in this series, and that I feel like has to be number 1, right? You're like, oh, the projectile, it's probably gonna go through the super, you know, it's gonna kill, you know. Unfortunate, you had the right read, and then we see Anji pulling up. He is on your block, and he cannot be stopped. He is banging on your doors, coming through with the parry super. BSG, another game on the board.
It's
Duel 1.
I'm just flashbanging by the end of that. I'm in shock. I am stunned. But the players are not, and they're not letting themselves get into that right now. Early hits coming on. BSG forcing a burst as soon as Element gets any kind of good starter happen. Parry tries to come out, but it's not going to be able to connect.
Guys, we got to get a clip on that. We got to replay review that one, but again, you know, heading into the game, but no! Parry coming out on the same side low, bro. Actually, I think it might have been a cross up with a jump over.
You can't keep getting away with this!
We have to cook, BSG. We have to cook. All right, going to the safe jump. No parry available for right now, BSG. With that tension pulse a little bit down right now, even if you're blocking, you're not going to be making any meter anytime soon.
Once again, yeah, just quick RC confirm, close it out. Don't let any of those weird interactions get to you. You're BlueSkyGuy. You're in the driver's seat of this. You got to try to get it to go. Nice spin. Beat up the 2H from Element right at the round start. Should get a chunky bit of damage off of it as well.
Oh, the whiff Nalgi, how to keep the corner as well. Knows you don't have enough meter to be able to get that metered wall break. So you're just trying to keep up the pressure where it counts and force out the burst.
Ban comes down, keeps the plus frames. Element trying to press with those the 5Hs and far slashes after the butterfly, but finally finds one connect coming through and get a throw.
Oh, yep. 2-8 into the Kavari, just trying to do the back dash jump to catch you from the top rope. PSP, the patience was good, but unfortunately not quite enough. Element not going to catch on some of it.
Go a nice low hit, forcing a burst now out for BSG. Trying to keep it in there, but Element gonna tie it up. And now BSG coming into this round with like only half burst coming back.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit until you get it back up. Of course, Anji has a pretty good health pool and of course one of the best guts in the game, but still Element is gonna be cashing out on all of this damage. I don't know if he's gonna give you the opportunity, but Far Slash to a great start. Counter hit 6H.
Yeah, this is the kind of start that you're looking for. Just keep them at the wall. Try to reset them afterwards with the overhead into the RC. You're going to pick up and build enough meter with that combo as well, even with the RC scaling to super. And take that one. Now up 3-2.
Yeah, and so many hits on that last super gives you a little bit of that guts crush action. Of course, Baiken, you know, she doesn't have the greatest health pool in the game, but she has decent guts. But Anji just tearing straight on through. And like you said, 3-2 right now. BlueSkyGuy trying to close it out before Element is able to reset that point. Because, you know, to make it to grand finals in one shot, yeah, there were only 8 competitors, but they were first to 5s every time. So I'm sure both of these players are definitely feeling the mental fatigue after playing all of these games.
I'd love to see if that, you know, is going to be able to affect them, because this could still potentially go to a reset. Anything's possible here.
Yep, a 1-game lead has you a little bit more comfy, but it, you know, especially in the first 5, you got a lot of wiggle room here. Element, though, stuck in the corner, no wiggle room for this super. Gonna get that wall break and the hard knockdown as well.
You have to hold a lot what's coming through. Safe jump. And next, but still finds the overhead into the RC and will quickly take that round right there. BSG looking to set themselves on a warpath to finish through the rest of this round. Nice hit on
great
the Yeah, Element tried to Escabari once again, but it didn't work out. And they're just keeping it simple. Same combo again and again and again. It's what's working, it's what's dealing damage, it's what's leading them to victory right now.
Yep, running it down, running it through. A little walk back far slash to catch that Escabari was great, but Element on the back foot. Gonna make your way back over to the other corner. Said West Coast, now we're heading over to the East Coast. But the pickup on the bird, but no confirm off of the burst bait. BlueSkyGuy in a great spot with the 50% meter though.
Yeah, but Element can still make this comeback happen. Too many 2Ps to get a big confirm. They're looking for, so the super will connect at the wall. But you're still alive, but it is a it's a one breeze situation for both these players. And the 2K connects at the very end. Element sticking alive.
The breeze, the wind blowing in Element's favor for right now, but we still got Blue Skies ahead. The Blue Skies taken to the air and getting caught out with the jump S. Unfortunately, Element crossing through and not able to get the full confirm.
But BSG will be able to get this big confirm off the counter hit. Fujin starter right here, keeping it clean with the extra 50 meter to wall break as well. And now Element's in a very dangerous situation.
Oh no, the glue slash catching you out of what looked like a backdash, so the 2S not gonna combo. It's all good. Tap 5D to put you at 4-2 right now. Just needs one more game, not only to win the set, but to win the entire one-shot week number 1 and move on to that, that qualifying spot. This is a lot of pressure right now.
A lot of pressure. Element also only has one shot to prevent that from happening right now at this point. So it's gonna be up to them. You can see they're taking a breather, they're letting it think, they're letting it relax. They're like, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to adjust? And don't let it get into your head. And also switch to Soul Bad Guy.
Yo, Element. Okay, because when Biken dropped, Element was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna, stick with her, but I'll try her out. And actually ended up having a lot of fun, saw a lot of better matchups with it. But the Soul, of course, was the OG pick for Element. So bringing it out in what could be the last game of the tournament, definitely a power move. But a lot of power in this wall break coming out from BSG.
Yeah, it's definitely like it's an interesting decision because Element being a local to around me, I hear him talk about Soul, and he's not super happy with the state of the character. So interesting to see him actually go and switch to him, trying to find that last minute power up. But BSG knows how to adapt to it oh so quickly. At the very end, spin through the far slash at the beginning, get to immediately toss them. Element trying to make something happen.
Yeah, a little throw tech action, not feeling good after that first round right after the swap, but, feeling a little bit more comfy this next round, still stuck in the corner, and with the meterless damage that BSG is able to pump out on the Anji, this could be the last interaction. Can you bring it over to the corner? I think Soul has just a little bit too much health to die here.
Yeah, a little too much, just wasn't able to get the wall bounce exactly what they're looking for, and also has 50 meter on deck, so now RC coming through to find another solid hit. Oh, but
oh no, just a little bit too late on the 5D. Oh, that's gonna be BSG picking it up. You hate to see it. Maybe put in the 5D just a little bit too early, but BlueSkyGuy is gonna be your winner of week 1 of the West Coast version one-shot exhibition matches. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. An unfortunate end. Just the accidental mistiming on the 5D. But BlueSkyGuy kept it clutch through the rest of those games and was able to take that one at the very end.
Yep, and that's going to be the end of it. Of course, with the one-shot series, you're only invited once, so unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing any more of Jaw Drop, Element, HDC, Pip Gaming, Sun Ace Keen, Voltiyon, or Jared. But obviously, we got to see so many of these amazing games, regardless of if they're moving on to the next qualifier. So thank you to those players for coming out for today. It was amazing to see and cast all of these games, and it has been an absolute honor as well. So, Tabby, do you have any last words for the people at home?
Yeah, a couple, thank you all for coming through and supporting the first episode of One Shot West Coast for our first season of this. This is a fantastic time. This event is, it's great seeing all these competitors put out to the fullest on these first to fives and grinding through this whole bracket. As a reminder, though, we will, as this is one shot, BSG will be back next week, this next Sunday, same starting time, I think, around the same starting, but you'll definitely see BSG on Sunday coming through for the next episode with our next 7 people trying to take the crown from them.
Yeah, and it is going to be absolutely insane. So once again, a final few thank yous to all the players who came through. The legend, Tabby, here on the desk with me. I'm so glad we finally got a chance to commentate with each other. It is an absolute honor. Thank you to the homies supporting the homies in chat, the Matcherino donators for putting 140 in that prize pool. And of course, I would be remiss to forget our godlike TOs and hosts, Rachel and Symbolist, for, making sure that we have all the players, all the commentators ready for you guys to see some amazing games. So make sure to hit them with the follow on Twitter, on Twitch as well, and to everyone else who made tonight possible. We are going to be rating the Shut Up and Fight series, so we will see you guys back here next week, next Sunday, for some more one-shot action. Thank you guys so much.